Hey, welcome back to this week's episode of the Aesala campaign. It is, it's weird. I don't know why it feels weird being back. It's not like we've missed a week or anything.
Or did we?
No, we're on time for once.
I was gonna say, I think we've only missed like maybe, 2 weeks? Maybe?
Around there.
Who knows?
I can't remember. It's been a very long time. But
Things are
hi
weird.
everybody. I don't know why. This week feels very weird for me and I don't know why. But it's fine. I'm here. We're ready. I did my prep work.
Sure.
That should be very...
What?
I did my prep work. Fuck you. Fuck you. I did it for once.
Are you okay?
Depends on your
Never.
definition.
Well, I mean, are you like having a manic episode?
Why? Because I'm actually prepped?
Yes.
I take slight offense. But no, I just... Because I wanted to kind of look through the list Rob had given me before and kind of pull out some things that I thought would kind of work for everybody a little bit more. So I kind of picked out specific things for everybody. Ooh, my face cam didn't work. There we go. Hi! Y'all can see me now.
Woo!
Y'all can see my wonderful
Oh man,
face.
can we go back to when it wasn't working?
You know what? I respect the joke, Sean. 100%. I ain't mad at it. But last we had left off, most of you, other than a certain individual who shall not be named, were headed to the night market again. Or the moon market. Sorry.
Whoa.
Not the night market. It's the night road moon market.
Something offensive. Jesus Christ.
No, but then I can't give you fun things. Because I found
Yeah.
fun
She wouldn't
There's a
take
little-
anything
she's not
anyway.
gonna
We
do
already know this.
I forget this.
It's not like we can even call him stingy.
Right?
He just doesn't want
He
anything.
just doesn't use the magic items.
But you will all arrive back at the moon market as the evening goes down. You guys were walking there this time. No. Yes?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Because your cart is full and
Yes.
you did not want to bother Cyrus.
Yep.
Right, Cyrus?
You had me for half a second there. I was.
I knew I'd get him.
God damn.
Alright.
He is confusion.
It's confusion. Oh my god, and Lucky's like super on time?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Something must be going right in the world.
Right? Like, I feel like I should go get a lottery ticket.
Mm.
Alright, so, we are going to, as per usual, go top to bottom. I will state this right now. How do I want to do this? I know, it's weird me saying that for myself.
Roll
I want to
initiative.
kill someone.
Well, no, I'm going to go top to bottom.
From-
But
from top
essentially,
to bottom,
I pull out 2 items for each of you. You essentially
You're not
only
funny,
get
Sean.
1 out of the 2 items. Depending on an Arcana check or a Persuasion check on whether or not you get the details fully on the item. Seem fair?
Never.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Sure.
All right.
I'm not gonna have
Just the
persuasion or
very
arcana.
I feel you, man.
All right. So, top of the list, as always, Therius.
Aye.
So you're kind of wandering through the moon market, and this kind of... How do I want... It's a Harrigan. He's a little, spaced, is how I'm gonna put him.
He's a little what?
Spacey.
Okay.
Little, eccentric. Seems a bit wily. And then as you come up, puts on a large top hat, kind of looks at you. How can I help you today? Anything catches your eye? And the 2 things that immediately pop out to you are a small bag tied up with a feather attached, and a small toothpick.
What's the toothpick?
Give me an Arcana check. Or Persuasion. Your choice.
Oh, well, I'm gonna go with persuasion then, because that's higher.
It's a short sword for him.
16.
16? Well, actually, because of your size, it works out really differently. Because for me, you see he picks his tooth with it. And, like, as soon as he does, it kind of, like, one of his teeth pops out, and he kind of grabs it and quick pops it back in. It's just a toothpick. But for you, and he kind of hands it to you, and it turns into a very, very small but heavy sword. I am nerfing this, Rob. I will let you know, but yes.
That's fair. Ooh, sword. What's the other one?
Oh,
The
I've
other
been
one
muted
you
this whole
open.
time.
Yes, you have.
I set enhanced abilities for everybody, intelligence, so
If you need Arcana, got it. I'll allow it. It seems to be small, little, like, almost Monopoly tokens.
Seems boring.
You can give me a Arcana or Persuasion check on that one, if you'd like.
Another persuasion.
Yep.
18 on persuasion.
It's a bag of vehicles, is what I call it.
Oh?
Well, they're these little tokens that I had a dear friend, his name is Jack, enchant. And when you throw them out and crush them, they turn into certain vehicles, depending on which one they are.
Are they one use only?
Yes, so there's 6 uses. I think. He pokes his nose back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6. I picked this one just because I know Rob likes chaos.
I do, and I'm
And
sitting
random
here
chance.
like, what do I go with?
Flip a coin.
Yep. Sword it is.
Alright, so... I'm going to
How
give...
much is the sword?
I'm going to give a standardized amount for everyone, because I did look at each of these magic items. Alright? They're going to be 1,000 gold. Just to make this
Fair enough.
super easy for me. Make my job super easy here. I like when my job is
Can,
easy.
can someone pay this guy?
Who has Therius's bag? I know somebody
I'm trying
grabbed
to
Oh.
it.
remember.
Sarah.
Yep, Sarah does.
I had Therius's bag, so
Well, we gotta be taking it out of the chest, some money.
wait, are we taking it out of the money that we got from
Bray.
the last job?
Basically.
So who's keeping track of that money? Because I don't have that money.
You brought the thing on the carpet.
Oh, I did, but I'm not keeping track of the money, so
Out of character, I could just keep track of it because I don't have any money. Shriek doesn't carry money of himself anyway.
okay, so I take 1,000 gold out of the chest on the carpet, and I
How much
hand it-
was in the chest though? Because I need to write that down.
20,000? Was
Yeah.
it?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless someone else took something out. But
Nope.
So Treek, I want to just put 20,000 in Treek's thing so I can keep track of it.
And then down to 19 because I
Yep.
just took the 1,000 to hand over.
Got it.
Alright. So, you take the sword. Tony.
hey, what's up?
The 2 items that kind of jump out to you Let me look at what they specifically are called on here real quick. Do-do-do. One is a flat, circular, rune-covered reddish stone, about 6 inches across. And do-do-do. A tattered and faded black linen cloak.
Okay. You said it's a check to figure out what they do?
Yep, Arcana or Persuasion to get the shopkeep to tell you. This one is kind of a worn, like, very worn fairy, like, very war-hardened.
Okay. Do I get to know both, or do I have to pick one?
Separate checks for both.
Okay, then I'll start with the cloak. I'm more interested in that. Sarah, did you say you did enhance
You have
ability?
Yeah,
Okay.
you have advantage on intelligence.
Much appreciated. And that would be a dirty 20 Arcana.
30, 20. Oh, of course, I accidentally closed that one. God, I hate when D&D Beyond will randomly space or backspace as I'm typing things. Is it just me that happens?
Nope.
I
get
have
that.
it happen all the time.
It tries to autocorrect you.
Mhm.
I kind of hate it.
I have
Yeah.
it happen when I'm texting as well. It'll just add an extra space for no good reason.
Come on. I know you're in here because I looked you up earlier.
Look at your history then.
Oh, duh.
No,
Not
you
the
never checked the
herbal.
history.
Oh, no, it's not in there. So essentially, this is called the Cloak of Anlin the Herald. While you are wearing this cloak, roll initiative. You may cast Sanctuary and roll initiative. You may cast Sanctuary on yourself immediately. The cloak has 3 charges, and all charges are renewed at dawn. Under the effects of any Sanctuary spell, your speed increases by 10. You gain resistance against damaging effects that force a dex save. It's multicolored, decorated according to the heraldry of the wearer's liege lord. If the wearer has no liege lord, the cloak is plain black.
Okay. Interesting. Maybe this is an in-character or out-of-character question, but what would it remain black for me? I don't know if...
Unless you decide to pledge affiliation to anyone specific.
Okay.
I will put it this way. Whether that be deity, individual, company, anything like that would change it. As
No.
of right now, I will state it would be black.
Okay. Just curious. And what about the rock? Can I...
Give me a check.
Okay.
The rock.
That's a natural 20 for 22.
Natural 20. So this one, I'll tell you everything about. One, it's a wondrous rare item. It does require attunement. This flat round stone is dark gray with reddish flecks and about 6 inches across. While you carry it on your person, you gain a +1 to your AC and saving throws. While you're holding it in one hand, you may spend a bonus action to invoke its power. For the next minute, all animate dead spells cast within 60-foot radius automatically fail. Once during this duration, you can force
Sorry,
all
Garth.
undead within 15 feet of you to succeed a wisdom saving throw DC 14 or be turned until your next turn. This ends the ban against animate dead spells. After the warding stone has been invoked, its power recharges at dawn.
So you've handed me an anti-car item.
Literally.
Oh. Okay.
One that's good in the immediate and one that's good in the long run is what I handed you.
Yeah. Wait. Sanctuary Omniscient. Can you come back to me?
I can if you would like.
Because now I've been presented with a choice that could affect my party members, and I need a minute, if that's okay.
That is
So
perfectly fine.
we all just imagine him
Processing.
standing there, like, rubbing his chin as we walk away.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm just standing
Yes.
there for a bit, and I'll catch up with you. You guys go. They gotta think about this.
T.
Yes.
The two things that draw your attention are
Mhm.
slippers with bells on the toes and a lock of white hair trapped in an amber that's put onto a very kind of ornate mannequin. As you come closer, the small kobold looks at you. Old lady, how can I help you? Kind of like very
Hey.
squinty-eyed.
Can I ask about the pendant?
Of course. Give me either persuasion or arcana.
We're gonna have to go with Arcana because my persuasion is dookie.
And you have advantage.
That's an 18 altogether.
Right. So this is an amulet of proof against detection and location. Essentially, divination magic does not work on you.
Okay. And I highly doubt I'm gonna go for the slippers, but I would like to ask about them.
Give me another roll.
Yeah, these are the dice I'm going with for this session. 22.
Boots of speed. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I know you probably have an idea of what they do. AKA,
Do I give those up for the boots of elven kind though? That gives me advantage on stealth.
I mean, so do you know exactly what they do?
No, I don't.
So they double your walking speed.
Uh-huh.
It's a bonus action. Any creature that makes an opportunity attack against you has disadvantage on the roll while you're doing the double walking speed. And you have 10 minutes total of time that you can use the boot's double walking speed property. Essentially, it was a way of, because I know your biggest complaint was it takes you forever to get into the fight.
Not really. People get in my
Your
way.
timer resets after a long rest.
Yeah, and it resets after a long rest.
I think I'm gonna go with the necklace.
All right. So
And what's that?
1,000 gold. It's the amulet of proof against detection and location.
Got it.
It is a canon item you can easily find.
Yep, I see it.
Whoop, whoop. Miss Sarah!
Yes.
So, the two things that attract your attention are a very ornate tome and a mask. Let me remember which mask is which, because of course there's two different masks on here.
Of course.
It's a full face mask made of beaten gold. You can go ahead and give me a check on either.
Okay, I'm going to do a check on both just to save us the.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm rolling advantage on the first one's 22.
The tome is of leadership and influence.
And the second one is 21.
This is a long one. I'm just DMing it to you. Did not take all of it. Don't think it did.
Is this a mask of many faces?
No. Though I thought about that for a little bit. I did. I did highly consider the Mask of Many Faces. Not far off, though. Sean, honestly.
I'd like to have them both, but also you said we could only pick one.
Correct. Hence, technically, you're getting a really good deal on both. Let's be real, 1,000 gold for most of these is insane.
Only about 75 gold
Well,
for
you're perfectly
legendary.
fine,
I
so
don't want to talk about it. Fuck you, Wiz.
It's your
Um,
fuck up. Don't.
I know, but he doesn't have to bring it up.
But I
Yes,
do.
he does. Every time.
I know.
From my nature.
He will. More importantly, he will bring it up every time.
oh,
And anyway, I'm definitely going for the mask.
All right. Well, you have the stats for it.
Yeah, you just sent them me.
Yup.
What is the mask called?
Ashila's Mask of Hammered Gold.
Ashila's Mask of Hammered Gold. Okay, I'll just add it as a custom item.
Car! Yours was actually really fun. So the two things that draw your attention.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, you know me, you know how I am. So the first thing is a leather cord with 4 red and orange feathers attached. And where is the other thing? Uh, 4-inch long rotten human teeth strung up on a necklace.
Oh, let me look at this necklace first, though.
Which
All right,
necklace?
so I'll
There's
roll
2 of them.
Arcana for that.
They're both necklaces.
You said the necklace with human teeth. Oh, okay. Yeah, the one with teeth first, please.
Of course, it'd be an Arcana.
18.
These are long teeth.
All right.
Essentially, do you, I was gonna say those are canon things, I believe.
I mean,
I believe,
from
maybe not.
Eberron?
No, they aren't. So these half-rotten teeth are as long as a thumb, but decidedly identify as human. It may not be best to think about that. As an action, plant one in the dirt to conjure a skeleton for up to an hour. You conjure more than one at the same time in this way. Each skeleton, after the first, lasts half as long as the one you conjured before it. Long teeth may be fitted into arrows or crossbow bolts. Such ammunition counts as magical piercing damage. On hit, the creature must succeed a Constitution saving throw against DC 12 or contract flesh rot.
Disgusting.
And then isn't there
Delicious.
some other nonsense?
No, that's it. You're.
Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. So I record one as well.
You record. Wait, what? Sorry.
What?
Sorry, my brain went brrr for a split second. I apologize.
Sounds like Discord did too.
Probably.
He
Oh,
rolled his
22
other
on
one,
the other
22.
one. Okay, cool. So this one is. This leather cord has 4 reddish-orange feathers hanging from it. Colorations of the feathers seem to shift before the eye, as if looking at a candle flame. While wearing this necklace, you gain advantage on death saves, and when you die, you are the target of the Revivify spell. The following round, you gain 2d8 plus 5 hit points and receive a Fire Shield spell, warm version only. Once used, the necklace recharges in 1 week. Considering what I knew he was about to do next, is a reason I picked this one for Carr. I'm
Yeah, it
sure
would be fine.
everyone can see why. He's making very bad decisions.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing. Protection.
Nah, it'd be fine.
I found the Fey market table.
So, Wiz, I'm gonna stress you out.
Okay. Try me.
So, what you find... Let me double check which one's... Yep, cool. You find a small bird cage with bones in it. And a full face mask with etched runes that look like scales and large carved horns.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. We'll start with the bird cage.
Give me a roll.
Go with this die.
And hopefully it doesn't say fuck you.
It's okay. That's 26.
26.
Yeah.
So this is the pseudo-dragon skeleton. This delicate skeleton of a pseudo-dragon is typically stored in a satchel or rarely a bird cage. Carrying the pseudo-dragon skeleton, including putting it in your pack, grants +1 to all saving throws. As an action, you can crush the bones, which turn into powder and blow away. One dragon that you can see gains vulnerability to one damage type to which it is not already immune. This vulnerability lasts for 24 hours. Once the bone is used this way, the item no longer grants its bonus to saving throws.
Curious. And for the other one,
The other one, go ahead.
22.
22. The face of this mask is made from rune-etched black scales with large backward curling horns. While wearing this mask, you are immune to the frightened condition whenever one of your allies is within 30 feet is frightened. As a bonus action, you may force one creature within 30 feet to succeed a charisma saving throw against DC 13 or become frightened for 1 minute. At the end of each of its turns, an affected creature may roll a new saving throw. Upon success, the creature is no longer frightened. Each failed saving throw after the first causes the creature to suffer 1d6 poison damage. Once used, this power recharges at night. So it's not a down one for once.
Which is always unique.
I went with weird ones for you because you tend to like weird things, Wiz. And so does
I
Kay.
think I'm good though.
Okay? Alright.
Yeah, I have way too many fucking things I'm already attuned to.
Valid.
Because Artificer.
Yeah! Trust me, I feel that pain.
Like, I can't even attune to the bird at all. I just have it in my inventory.
Valid. But yeah, unless...
In fairness, we have too many attuned items and not enough slots.
Yep.
Some of the... That's the worst part, is some of the best magic items are attuned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Makes
It's
sense.
like I really don't want to get up any of these attunements.
Makes sense, because let's be real, otherwise you just max stack a character. Look at me!
Yeah.
Good news. Aesala's Mask of
Good
Hammered
news,
Gold
everyone.
does not require attunement.
Thought it did.
Does it? I'm gonna have to find it again then. I thought it didn't.
Let me double check.
No,
It
it does say
does.
requires attunement.
Yeah.
Never mind. I guess that means that you're just handing us magic items that we can't use at this point. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Don't
We're
want to go
throwing
I don't know
shopping!
what you're talking about.
We're throwing gold into an abyss at this point.
Well, yeah, why not?
Darius only has one item attuned to him right now.
I wish,
Here, you
kind
want
of.
a gold mask that will literally crush you under its weight?
No thanks.
Yeah.
a sword.
Runs away.
I got a sword. Draws a toothpick.
Yeah, it turned into a sword in my hands.
Wow, my brain is very much not functioning.
Oh wait, never mind. I never used the kazoo. Fuck the kazoo.
Fucking kazoo.
Fuck your life, bing bong. Yes, I had to make the joke.
Of course you did.
Mm-hmm.
Did you though?
Yes, I make bad jokes. It's kind of rule number one. I'm stretching. I didn't have chat up because I was switching between a ton of D&D things. Sorry, lag.
The audacity.
There's a reason I do not pay attention when D&D's up.
Mm-hmm.
I have a million and
Excuses.
five things to do. Yeah, you guys get some cool new things. Some of them kind of help in different ways. I kind of went through and kind of looked at, hey, what does each person kind of need or want? Like, the reason I went with the second one for you, Momo, is because I was like, oh, max out their charisma.
The tome
Tome.
of
Leadership
Yeah.
and influence.
yeah, it'd be great, but also
The mask is pretty cool. The mask is pretty cool, especially as kind of a supporty character. That's kind of why I picked that one.
yeah,
Go ahead.
I think the mask was the smart call here, considering like what it does.
Yeah, 100%. So, you guys, I just saw something very weird. Head back to the hotel, I assume. Is anybody not heading back to the hotel? Let me rephrase this.
I'm going to walk around the market and continue shopping because I still have over 2,000 gold on me that I just have nothing to use on at this point.
Darius is gonna sit on the chest that's on the flying carpet.
Let me look at something real quick.
Yeah, I'm at nearly 3,000 gold. Just
Oh,
like
you guys
my
have a ton of
personal
gold.
I'm at 4,000
Yeah.
currently.
You guys have a ton of gold. Like, I could have, like, upcharged these magic items a lot. I choose not to. Because I'd rather if you guys
Really?
need the gold for something stupid, like buying a house or something.
Buying a house chicken.
Chicken house. 'Cause who doesn't love
like that.
a chicken house?
Buying a house, you make it sound like we aren't gonna commandeer one.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, right, Rob?
Are you
Yeah.
guys stealing Baba Yaga's house? I think that
No.
ends wrong.
You never said about a prototype.
What is that chess piece item that turns into a small manor? I want one of them.
I cannot remember.
I thought
for
you
the
wanted a
life of me.
genie in a bottle.
That too.
You want Christina Aguilera?
No, I just.
Come on, that was good.
I transformed
good.
into Christina
Banned.
Aguilera.
It's a good joke. Fuck you. Good joke. All right.
I think a couple of people here are too young for that joke.
I think quite a few people are. Continuing onwards. Unless there's any kind of specific, like, potion or magic thing you need for any spells or anything.
Figurines of wondrous power.
I don't want to give you the figurines, okay? Let me look quick.
Sorry, sold out.
Yeah,
35
they
gold.
would be. For 75 gold, this must be the rarest one of them all.
Right?
Oh, by the way, what song is the bird singing today?
He's
thought
not
he
attuned
still
to it,
just-
so.
Yeah, I'm not tuned
Oh.
to it.
Okay.
Why don't you pass the bird to somebody who has, like, open attunement slots?
Because it's his friend.
I mean, I'm still holding all the magic items from previously. Because no one's claimed anything, so...
So he's just
Wait,
like,
what
I
are
guess
the magic
I'll
items
just
from
keep one.
previously?
The feather token, the +1 crossbow, immovable rod, potions, etc.
Look, I'm perfectly content
Yeah, no,
with
you can keep carrying all
having
that stuff.
two,
Rob, that's fine.
two toothpicks.
I
I
will
got a
take the
toothpick
crossbow.
sword and a toothpick wand.
Go for it. +1 crossbow.
Alright, I will take the crossbow, since that's something I can use.
I ended up giving up on crossbows and switched over to just casting Eldritch Blast all the time. So
Eldritch Blast.
Blast.
I'm afraid with the -2 charisma, I cannot do that, but I'll
Sure you
No.
can.
try.
I feel that with the +7 to Eldritch Blast that I have, I'll manage.
Yeah. You know what? I'll be nice.
Will you?
Screw you. Actually, you don't need that.
What if we do?
Trying to look at some of these. You know what? Damn you, Sam. Make me stretch. You find a small marble elephant.
How much for the small marble elephant?
We'll call it 800 gold. Waste a little more, you roll for you.
I would hardly call this a waste. 800
No, it's
gold?
definitely not.
None.
No, the
Yes, we're
shopkeeper
going to
just
the
learned from
casino.
last time.
Well, I looked at
That's-
this one.
It's just the same person.
Oh yeah, it probably is. Yeah, do you know what it is? Yep, that's what we're going with.
It's like, shit, I need to
He
make
has
up for all
some
that gold I
small
lost.
figurines. Most of them are mundane, like bullshit little figurines. But the elephant does seem to give off a arcane.
Just shit he took out of his house just to make up for it.
Figurine
Just
of
try and sell it off.
our marble elephant.
Yep. It can become an elephant for 24 hours. And it can't be used for a week. Or 5 days. Oh no, it is a week. I'm looking at the steed.
If its health is reduced to 0, it returns to being a figure. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, got
Out
it.
of character comment. At least I got a chicken.
Calm,
Look at all those chickens.
Chicken.
Alright. So anything else, my dear friends? Before we head back to the inn.
I am quite happy with my marble elephant.
Alright. So you all head back to the inn. Tariq, what are you doing for like the 2 hours they're gone?
Wrecking the joint.
Obviously. It's all
What I
you
was typing in chat, just making
Bullshit.
phone calls that I already DM'd you about earlier, and just making a small mushroom forest and covering the room in spore clouds.
Oh! Actually, thank you for reminding me, Karina.
You're welcome.
So,
That'll be fine.
V,
Well, thank you.
as you're kind of wandering the market, you notice someone is kind of intently watching you guys. Very kind of tall, dark, very thin beard. Does not seem to be like making himself scarce when he notices you see him, but doesn't seem threatening is how I'm going to put it. But he seems very intent watching you all.
I'm the one who sees this?
You are the only one that sees this. Spoiler alert, the one person with the stupid passive isn't here. I thought I almost got away with it.
Uh, I
Gee, I
will.
wonder who that is.
I guess I'll just mention to everybody. Hey, who's around? Who's the closest person to me at this point?
Well, Darius is on the flying carpet.
I was gonna say, if you're at the back of the group, it would be me, just sort of fiddling with this marble elephant.
And then I will sort of nudge Sarah. Hey, no alarm here, but I think we're being tailed. And I will slightly gesture back to the fellow following us.
You see my owl fully turn its head back to look behind us. And my eyes glaze over as I look through its eyes. What do I see?
See, a human, kind of dark maroon robes, kind of just eyeing you all as you guys are like spending all this money, kind of just looking back and forth at you guys. Do you know, actually, both of you give me an insight check.
It's not the only one.
That's a nat 20.
Okay, thank God.
23.
Yeah, 13.
He's very, Camilla, sorry, Sarah, he's very intently looking at Carr. More specifically, like he eyes all of you, but he keeps looking back at Carr.
Message. I'm casting message to Car. Hey, Car. We got somebody following us, and they're kind of looking at you.
They're kind of checking you out.
Like, dead ass, though. But still. Hey, Tony.
Yeah?
How good is your stealthy skills?
Already on it. And I was gonna ask how crowded.
Before
is
you
the
walk
market?
away, I cast invisibility on you.
Well, fucking shit. All right.
Everybody loses the advantage on
Enhanced ability.
Arcana. Yeah, the enhanced ability. That would have been down by now anyway, but still.
It's fine. Alright. Sean, just so you know, you're sending that in the DMs to me. I was gonna say, so nobody else is getting that. But it's funny. I
Oh,
appreciate it. I'm
jeez.
assuming you're probably about to post it in there, but it's good. It was funny. Go ahead. V, give me a stealth check. Don't roll a natural one.
Do I roll an advantage because I'm invisible, or am I
Yes.
standing? Okay. That would be 22.
22. I'm pretty sure he can't beat that, but let's roll from him.
Natural 20.
Definitely not. Rolled a 4 plus 6.
Close enough.
So no, you
Yes,
feel pretty stealthy
Darius
getting up
rolled
to him.
wild magic.
I'm not even gonna say I want to get up to him. I want to kind of let him lurch a little bit ahead of me, and I want to start lingering a couple feet behind him and see where he goes.
I'm going to message back to Tony. How's it going back there, buddy?
Message is not like I don't have to speak, right? I'm not gonna
You can
give my cover.
you
I always forget this.
put your hand over your mouth, and nobody can hear you except for me.
Just good, working on it. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you can freely reply to that for like 3 minutes. So
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna leave that open to you if he tries anything.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay behind him, and I will communicate this to Sarah.
So he continues to kind of watch Carr as he's moving around. He doesn't seem to make any movements to like get up to Carr, but like moving where he can intently keep an eye on him, as well as the rest of you. Let's see. Actually, give me just a moment. Oh no, that's a natural one. He doesn't notice that you're gone.
I'll take
That's
that.
rude.
Oh.
I get the feeling that this guy's not very good at this.
Correct.
Oh, Camilla, you ever gonna go to that winter party?
That's in like 2 days.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah, in 2 days. Tomorrow's in 2 days, right?
No.
Depends on your definition.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit distracted, and I point my thumb over my shoulder at the person following us.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
You're distracted by your
And
owl?
it won't be the last. My owl's on my other shoulder.
Oh, okay.
My owl's on my left shoulder. I pointed over my right shoulder.
Okay, then. Yeah, I guess Therius is just gonna sit here, try to attune to this sword.
Alright. So, I need...
Oh, question. What face is the mask currently on?
to roll me a d6.
The 2.
To the first face.
Okay.
Where is his character sheet? I know I have it made. Prep this. I had him prepared for this reason.
Hey, you.
Yes, because I definitely talked to Karina about remaking him. Did I not?
Are you
you
sure
didn't.
about that?
I didn't. Motherfucker. Cool.
No, you didn't.
So I don't know his spell slots, so never mind. Yeah, he kind of continues to tell you, but he does start to get a little closer to Cog.
I mean, you have his original one.
As he's starting to get closer, I'm going to just sort of maneuver myself between him and Carr.
As you do this, and he notices you getting closer, you see he kind of gets right up to you, and are you wearing your gauntlets right now?
Yes.
Okay. He kind of like pats you like deep into your elbow, like grabs your arm for a brief second and lets go. And as he lets go, you see the part of your sleeve in the crease of your elbow. There seems to be a sigil that you do not recognize, and he walks away.
Am I going to let him get away with that? I don't think so.
Feel free.
Relathum's Psychic Lance to the back of his head.
Jesus!
What's the save?
What a body
15.
bag.
15 wisdom.
Stranger danger.
It's 15 intelligence.
Intelligence.
This is just the D&D version of pepper spray. It's fine.
Okay, that is a 16, so he takes half.
Roll that again.
That is a 15.
Damn it. Anyway,
Close.
So, anyways, roll a wild magic surge.
Of course.
he takes 12 damage and I wild magic surge.
Well, roll to see if you wild magic surge.
Oh, I thought we automatically wild magic surged.
No,
No.
you roll.
No,
Okay.
it's a counter.
Good lord, that'd be insane.
Well, I got a 6 on the magic surge roll, so that's a
You're
no.
fine.
Now your
But-
DC goes up by 1.
You see he winces in pain and looks at you and goes, "Oh, shit. You might want to have your friend with you."
Say that again, Brian. I couldn't hear you.
He winces in pain, looks at you, and goes, "Wrong person. Have your friend read that quick for me." And he kind of rushes away.
I'm following him.
Go ahead, continue to follow. He
I
goes
hold out-
south outside of the city.
I
I'm
hold
gonna-
out my armed car.
You
Can
reckon... Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull out my wings and kind of tail him from above.
All right.
Oh, message to T. Tony's right behind him. He's invisible. Don't accidentally hit him.
Wasn't planning on it, but okay.
So this appears to be a warning from the roach. It is very clearly his sigil that you would recognize.
So this is like one of the roach's cronies.
I wouldn't put it that way, but that is your discretion.
Quick, shoot the messenger.
Oh, let me rephrase that. It's not a warning from the roach. It's a warning of the roach. That's how I'll put this.
Okay, so a concerned citizen that's about to get his shit wrecked.
Yeah.
Basically.
Essentially somebody going like, "Hey, I know what you're doing. Be careful." But V, you continue to tail him. And as you get further, like just before the forest, you see he kind of stops, breathes for a moment, leans up against a tree, kind of looks back, and you see he starts to clear some of the grass and starts to slowly write sigils that light up, and you see a female form appear in illusion. He kind of just stares for a moment. Whatever it takes. Brushes it aside. And starts to get up. Kind of wipes himself off and continues to head southward.
Did a female form like appears out of the sigils he makes?
It was essentially he cast minor illusion.
Okay. Do I recognize the face at all, or?
You do not.
Okay. I suppose I'll make a mental note of what I saw at least. How far out of the city are we?
You're about 120 feet.
I want to keep going, but I probably shouldn't. I'll go back. I'll probably just meet up with everyone at the inn. I have no idea where they ended up, so.
T, about how far above are you flying?
Doesn't really give me a limit on how high I can fly. But she's probably like 30 feet above him.
Okay. So yeah, you see him stop in the sigil he makes.
And you said he's continuing to go south?
Yes.
And he's in the woods right now?
Yes.
Is there any sort of clearing that I can land in to kind of intercept him?
Give me a perception check.
Rerolling that. 16.
Not for with your full wings, but enough where you could probably essentially get a little bit of clearance where you'd have to maneuver yourself a little bit.
I would like to.
Alright, give me a dexterity check.
Do I-
Dexterity athletics.
Do I see T like heading back?
I do acrobatics instead of athletics.
Yeah, acrobatics. I said dexterity instead of athletics for some reason. Yes, acrobatics. Give me a perception check.
23.
Uh,
15.
15.
Like
You can
basically.
just barely see a figure flying above you that dives down.
Okay.
Mothman.
It looks like Mothman.
I believe I've seen T use.
It looks like
They're flying.
Mothman, but a 10.
I mean, yes, he is a 10.
Just
If
for
it's-
your memory, Cyrus, they're red wings that have slight tears in them.
Yeah. Okay. I know I've seen them before. If I see what I assume from what I saw to be T, I think I'm gonna head back in and try to back them up. I didn't realize I had backup, so.
Alright, so T, you dive in, you see, he's kind of gone to a more steady pace, and he does notice you as you dive in.
Okay.
So what do I owe the pleasure?
What do we owe the pleasure?
The roach has made his move. I make mine.
I didn't realize a man with your looks needs to make a move.
He turns towards you. I'm sorry, I am spoken for.
I'm not interested in that way.
Well, then don't assume that I... continuing. The roach has made his move on the Forsaken. Your friend obviously is from there. Otherwise he would not be so willy-nilly about having zombies and skeletons around him. I thought I'd give him a warning.
I think the warning was already made when he burnt down his home.
Wait. What is your friend's name?
I think it's only fair that I get yours first.
He kind of looks. This is when you come up. The kind of looks at you. I see. I had two. Little birdies. Oh wait, no,
am I
you're
in-
invisible.
Yeah, I'm invisible. I'm gonna be sneaking around to be behind him in case any shit goes down. I'm gonna be readying an attack.
My name is Zeldan. Let's just say I have my own bone to pick with him.
With my friend or the roach?
No, your friend. His ways are not the problem. The roaches are.
So why do you work for the roach then?
Not by choice.
Everyone has a choice.
You see he pulls down his arm, and you see a brand across his arm. I don't. Here. He lifts his neck. Go ahead. Cut it. Go ahead. Just off with my head. Quick. Just please put it back quickly. Is all I ask.
Can I
Undead shit.
can I do an insight check
Yeah, go ahead.
Not that it'll probably do me any good. 17.
I mean, he
38.
seems to want you to cut off his head. Or at least slit his throat.
I'm assuming with this, it means you can't die.
Sadly. How long have you been following me?
Since you accidentally branded a friend?
It wasn't
Or
a brand,
tattooed
it
a
was
friend?
message. It was a message on the sleeve. You act like I burnt them or something. I just got the wrong friend.
You should really do your homework.
Time isn't exactly on my side, to say the least. Souls don't last forever.
Time never stands still, it never slows down.
So you understand that I am not at the luxury you all are.
I'm not at the luxury of anything. My fate was spoken for me before I could even walk.
And mine, very much, is tied to another. So, you can tell your friends, I mean them no harm. My intention is to go to the Forsaken and start dealing with the Roach. I want to give your friend his warning. What goes on from there is up to you. But this was my one act. Hopefully he does not find out. So I must away before he does. He has little spies everywhere, and he kind of looks immediately at the ground.
You do realize I've already told you that my friend knows what he did to his home. You realize we're already going to be going there.
Yes, and you are going too slow. I need to go now.
If you really mean us no harm, then you wouldn't mind a little help.
Are you guys leaving immediately?
Probably in the morning.
Well, I'm going now.
And how are you getting there?
I mean, technically I have a horse not far from here.
And to cross the sea?
Oh, that's easy. I can do that.
Jesus.
I can walk
And
on
if I
water.
were... lucky for you. And if I were to make you come with me?
I mean, you are certainly welcome to try.
Well-
Dismantle him, put him in a crate, and let's go.
Nah, you're gonna come with me.
You see he kind of smirks. No offense, little lady. And, you watch as he shoots away about 30 feet.
I would like to take my shot that I have been waiting for.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Go 45. I intercept.
Ryan, that would be a natural 20.
Yo!
Roll to hit.
Oh,
You're
this is
going
gonna
nowhere.
suck for him. Okay, so this is my crossbow. So that's
And sneak attack damage.
yeah, and I have my right up because I put that in the chat and did the damage on that. So that's 14, 18,
So how functionally immortal is this guy?
23 damage, and I'm going to mark him with my brand.
Alright. He goes, excuse you, I'm just trying to get where I need to go. Must you all stand in my way?
Yes.
Hey, look,
Why?
pal, I don't know where you think you're going, but you're not getting far.
Oh, the invisibility fades because she made an attack.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Wait, now. He starts to walk back. Now there's two of you. How is this fair? I don't believe this is fair.
What's
Kate.
not fair is you keeping information from us.
What more information do you want that will let me leave?
Everything that you know on the Roach. And a way to get across the ocean.
Well, I can walk on water. I can't help you anything further than that. When it comes to the Roach, I can't speak here. He kind of looks at the ground.
Would you like to go up higher? I can gladly do that.
I'm not a fan of heights, is how I'll put it. Fine, let's go. And he disgruntledly starts walking away, and you see as you're going, his wound around the crossbow bolt starts to heal, and he kind of yanks it out, and it slowly starts to heal away. You didn't have to shoot me, you know.
You
Just because I'm
attempted to
immortal
run.
does not mean I don't feel pain.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that'd just take you out and be a pretty easy job. Yeah, I guess I was wrong there.
No. Were you not? How long have you been here?
Not too long. Talking
I
about the
literally
road.
cannot die.
Water. That's interesting.
Like, literally, I cannot die.
Can
Bastard cursed
you like
me with-
sleep? Can we like make you go sleep so we can like just deal with this later?
Me?
Yeah, you.
What do you mean go to... What?
Oh, for Christ's sake.
I'm definitely not talking to the brains of this bunch, am I? Is there
Depending
a
on the
brains
day.
of your bunch?
You're about to meet a whole bunch of weird people.
Got
But I
it.
am the closest to the brains.
Yeah, no, she's
Technically, Therius has brains, he just doesn't use them.
Okay. Okay. You guys see this individual. He still has a hole, very clearly a small hole in his cloak. Kind of walk back with your other party members. Pleasure. He walks up to all of you. So where are we going?
Want to go to the hotel?
I mean,
That's our current abode.
I mean, I currently want to go to the Forsaken, but obviously that's not allowed, apparently.
That's how you
Not
tell
an
us
option.
everything you know.
Fine.
And why you're doing it.
As soon as you say why, he goes, that is my personal business. I'm not asking why you're after the Roach. You don't need to know why I am.
I just point at Carr. That's the reason.
Well, yeah, he obviously has a reason.
And I'm along for the ride.
The rest of the way back to the end, can I be attuning to the golden mask?
Yes.
If you really want to be rid of the person, give us a reason to trust you.
As he kind of follows you, he kind of immediately goes, well, he kind of whispers towards some of you and goes, I need some of you to, actually, I would like all of you to get kind of far away from me so he doesn't think I'm with you.
That defeats the purpose of Ish keeping you hostage.
But it also does not help you. Doesn't help me help you.
Is he like trying to pull an over? There's no shot he's trying
Does
to pull
he
an over.
have spies watching us at this moment?
I don't know is the problem because they are. And he kind of looks down. There.
My owl lands on his shoulder, and I cast invisibility through it to make my owl and him invisible.
Well, this
They're
should
mole
kinda
people?
I don't want to talk because they can hear. And he kind of starts walking forward.
Don't worry, you're not here. Just keep walking.
Thank you. At least somewhat one of you understands.
But what
discretion.
if?
So what's your name? So next time I have to
If-
cast a spell on you, I don't have to aim.
So
My name is Zeldan. Zeldan Rosebreeze.
Can you just double check the text for the magic hut and
Tiny
see?
hut. It ejects anybody that
Or
I
yeah,
disallow
tiny
to
hut.
be in the space.
Does it cover the underground though? I don't
Yeah,
think
I'm
it
wondering
sphere.
about
It's a
sound
perfect
penetration.
sphere.
That's what
And let me.
So then, yes, it would go
It is a
underground.
perfect sphere, and it is immune to sound vibrations. So no sound from the outside can be heard in, and no sound from the inside can be heard out. It's opaque on the outside, but see-through from the inside.
Okay. I just had to confirm that. Yep.
Yeah, the space is a 10-foot sphere. It's not a 10-foot dome.
They word it dome. It's so weird.
They word it dome, but in the actual spell description, the range area is self 10-feet sphere.
Yeah, I see that. Why they can't
Yeah,
just
so
make
it would extend 5 feet underground.
Yes.
Way to ruin the town's infrastructure.
For a minute.
Are you saying you want me to
Although
cast
if
Tiny Hut in like an open area so we can just have a chat?
well, preferably somewhere where we can shovel out whatever soil is there, because as much of a pain in the ass as it's going to be, I don't think our
When we
resident will be satisfied as long as there's any chance of an intruder.
Well, if we go into the inn, there's no dirt there.
That's an excellent suggestion, actually.
And we have
Actually,
rooms
yeah.
that are adjacent to each other, so it's
So
not
let's
like
do
we're going to be disrupting
that.
anybody else.
We can go up to the second floor and cast it. Even if we did, we're the heroes of this story. But no, that's an excellent point.
Heroes is
Hello,
putting
DM.
it,
I'd like to activate my plot armor.
what plot armor?
Anyway, my plan is to go back to the inn and cast Tiny Hut inside of one of our rooms. That way, like, we can have a completely private conversation.
So you guys head back. He is
Yeah,
like
that's
purposefully like very silent
sound
as you guys are walking.
perfect.
Yep, I only know where he is relatively because of my owl being like sitting on him.
Yeah, like he's going full me. He's like tiptoeing everywhere. Yes, I'm self burn. Boom. For those of you that don't know, I walk on my toes.
So I'm assuming we're going to Tariq's room so we can include him.
And it
Tariq, you hear a knock at your door.
If
Boom, 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 boom,
we-
bang.
Well, unfortunately, you don't hear an answer
The door
back.
falls down.
We can't
In the
hear
door?
you, Mr. Robot Voice. You're cut out too much.
Is that me or is it Sean?
Sean.
John.
Well, you don't get an answer back, actually.
I
Motherfucker.
cast message. Is Tariq within 120 feet of me?
You can feel him there, yeah.
Hey, Tariq, are you in your room?
Ryan, when I'm seeing through my familiar, can I respond to a message? Would I hear a message?
You can see and hear through your familiar.
So I can't hear the message being spoken to me.
Yeah, it's only the things that they see and hear. But this is in your head, so...
Ryan, I'm just gonna ask you here because it's already thought I'm unmuted now. Do I recognize the kind of creepy tomes that Mr. Man's pulled out?
Can you read Infernal?
No, but do I recognize any pictures?
A lot of skulls.
It's fair. Okay.
You guys see suddenly Tariq's door open.
Pardon?
sorry, was I not supposed to do that?
Oh, I was scared for a fucking split second. But that's fine.
Get in.
It's
You see-
fine. He's probably in the loo.
No, you see Treek in the middle of the room, eyes glazed over, with like a fuck ton of rust-colored spores just circling him.
Am I going to die here?
I thought you couldn't.
You literally just said you were immortal. Go, get
You
in.
know what? True. You're right. It does not mean I want to be swallowing spores. Like, is this okay? Is he okay?
It's
Define okay.
good for you. Go. Move now.
Do you know what? You make a valid point. Maybe you are the brains of this operation. And he kind of wipes down his cloak and kind of like, can we wake him up to get this to stop? I really don't want to breathe this. Just by
Plus,
chance.
you're going to actively eat the spores. Calm yourself down.
Yes.
I tap
like to
you
be
on
clean,
the
I'm sorry.
shoulder. You can still sense things like nudging you and poking at you. So I tap on your shoulder to get your attention.
Treek mumbles. Who's in my room?
Everyone.
Oh, wait, I can't hear you.
Literally
Shit.
everybody.
Well done. And then he'll kind of
Now
just
wake
sit
up
back
or
up,
I shock you.
and then the spider will appear in his hand. Can I have what? What's going on? What the fuck? Why are there so many people?
He has a guest.
Is the dude
I-
still invisible?
Cancel invisibility so he becomes
Oh
visible.
shit! Hi.
Hello, do you mind cleaning up a little bit? I'm a bit of a, germaphobe. Just a little bit.
Prestidigitation.
And you brought them into my room. As the
We didn't
spores
know where
die
you
down,
were.
the spores die down and go back into my hair.
Better?
So,
Thank you.
what's this about? Oh, I don't know if this matters, but Cyrus has like skull-covered tomes of death hidden in his bar. If that matters.
Sounds pretty normal.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Anyway,
Just thought I'd share. What's
I
going
mean,
on?
They kind of match the color of the decor.
I
is
close the
very
door
gloomy.
and then begin casting Tiny Hut. Like, I'm going around Treek in the middle of the room, casting Tiny Hut.
As you do this, you see he starts to draw different sigils on the floor with a little bit of gold. A little bit of gold. He starts putting sigils. Don't
what are
worry.
you doing?
It's the zone of truth, so you know I'm not lying.
I could ask them, everyone here. I could just do that. I could have done that. Sure.
Well, I don't know what you can do. I know what I can do.
Does he look undead?
No.
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 He kind of taps himself. I feel pretty alive.
No, that was out of question. That was out of. Okay.
No, one sec. Let me.
So I am a cleric and it's Druid of the Spores, so would I know if he's undead?
I mean, you can give me a check, but he's not.
What check? What check?
Let me rephrase this.
Okay.
The closest thing he has to undead is he can't die.
Well, I don't know that.
It's like Lord Deathman.
I don't know
He's
that.
not
so.
undead, he's undying.
There we go. He's like
So-
Lord Deathman.
Just
He is
stare
ritual casting Zone of Truth.
Yes,
as I
Okay, so
stare
I
at
can
them.
fully ritual cast Tiny Hut then.
correct.
What are you? What is going on?
Well, you see, as he's doing
I got a
this,
sword.
I didn't know
Am I
about
attuned
that.
to the sword by this point?
Yes. Well, I kind of knew
Cool.
about that. I didn't know what you got, but I saw you got things. Well, you see, technically, he rolls up his sleeve. I'm branded by the roach as he continues to do his sigils.
Oh,
Shush, don't start talking till the Tiny Hut's up.
Oh, yes, I forgot. I apologize. No more questions then.
oh, this
Continues
is that
to
kind of
write
stuff.
sigils.
Okay, cool.
Minute goes by, the hut
unless-
goes up. He's still doing the zone of truth. Oh no! It immediately goes up. Yeah,
Why the fuck did you call it sneaker snack?
because that's
Oh
what
no,
it's
that's
called.
the actual. That's the actual.
Oh, that's what the item is called. Oh my god!
Yes,
It is an actual
You should
D&D
read
weapon.
it.
I'm gonna.
it is
look
getting
now.
nerfed, but it's fine.
I
Mainly
wanna-
because
I'll-
it's tiny. It does not need to do 6d8.
Sure it does.
68? What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's 68 on a natural 20. You do an additional 68. Now do you see what my fucking
I'm not-
problem with that item was?
Perfectly balanced.
Oh, right, yeah.
The item's fucking broken, Rob.
You
Oh,
make it sound like you
anyway.
wouldn't use it that often.
No,
So you
but
put that on a lucky character with the boon that we got, and you just keep rolling until
No.
you get a natural
No.
20.
No.
you see, he casts his own truth. He immediately causes himself to fail. You all can roll if you would like. DC 15 charisma save.
Nope.
Or you can choose to
Ah.
fail.
Trick's too tired to fucking care, so fail.
Charisma.
I failed.
So I'm just gonna
I
choose to
rolled a
fail.
4, so 2.
I rolled a 12 minus 2.
I
10.
rolled a 21.
Fuck you.
All right.
Darius isn't rolling. He's just gonna let it happen.
Yeah.
Car got a
Okay.
19.
Kay, are you rolling or are you letting it go?
Nope, let it go.
Alright, cool. He kind of sits down and writes a very similar sigil to what you saw before, V. And minor illusion of a woman comes up. The roach branded me, took my wife's soul. Essentially, I cannot die. She can't be brought back to life. I'm stuck where I can never be with her. It was his way of essentially manipulating me. His answer was he's researching things for immortality. Essentially godhood is what he's actually after.
But there are no gods.
That's how he looks at it. With no gods currently present, why not ascend to one? Is his thought process. Make himself a god when there are none.
So what would he be? Like god of running away when the lights get switched on?
No, he wants to be god of death.
Yes. So
No.
many better gods of death.
What an edge.
So, he's a prophet. The eye 100% believe must be removed. But my hands are obviously, and he kind of puts out his right arm with the brand, tied. As long as he has my wife Hecate, there's nothing more I can do. Other than minor inconveniences to them.
So instead of warning somebody who already knows about him, why not essentially team up?
Because he's watching me. So, spoiler alert, the roach does have bugs everywhere. Listening. All the time. It's uncomfy. I don't like bugs.
Trick just gives like a very tired smile. And then mumbles in Celestial, you walked into the wrong room then.
He mumbles back to you in Celestial. I could tell.
Darius is gonna stay in Celestial. Why are we speaking in Celestial?
I don't know. Ask him.
I say in common, what the fuck are you all saying?
Don't worry about it.
I apologize. He spoke another. Never mind. So, obviously, I can't do much without him finding out. He finds out, he removes Hecate's soul from this plane, and I can never get her back. And with how this plane works, and me unable to die, literally means I can never join her again.
Jeez. How long has she been dead?
In total, 5 years.
So you understand no spell can bring her back.
I know.
Except for true resurrection.
Yeah, but when was the last time someone actually had that?
A dragon, maybe?
As a cleric, would I know who has true resurrection?
No, but Car, you do.
Oh, that's funny.
It is your dragon. The withered dragon knows that ability. He chooses not to use it. He essentially used it one time on himself, which is what made him what he is. But that is the only time true resurrection has been used on this plane. That anyone knows of. Let me state that way, because...
So it's not truly useful.
My bigger issue is I don't want him having her soul. And he has the curse on me that I cannot die.
So help us kill him? Question mark?
All I can do is help from the sidelines. Any direct help to you, he will move my curse onto something that can't be destroyed. He's done it to others. It's painful to watch. Me, he finds a use, currently. He finds me useful to continue to move around his little pawns and chess pieces. I don't like being that. I'm a healer. It's all I want to do. My wife was a necromancer. She liked dead things. She loved adventure. I just want to go home. But I can't do that where I am. So, I came to warn anyone who knows of the Forsaken, of the Roach's plans. Apparently I did not get to you in time. But the Roach made his move. Now what's yours?
We're going after him and killing him? I thought that was pretty obvious.
Well, I just more so meant... Do you have a plan?
Hold on a second. Your plan was to walk up to some random people that you saw in a Fey market and
I've been telling you
brand
for
one
a while.
of them
Well, it was supposed to be a message.
in order to inform them that some dickhead from the other side of the world is being a dickhead.
Well, so, my thought process. I'm not very good with people. Takate was always the people person. I don't like people.
Well, she was the unpeople person, judging from what you've said already.
I mean, she liked to raise people from the dead. She was good at it. I'm a healer. I can heal people, but that's about it. I don't want to deal with you afterwards.
I mean,
he gets very nervous and like fidgety.
To be very fair, he just said that he couldn't interact with us too directly or he would be eliminated. So it makes sense he tried to do a small message. I get the fact that, maybe branding someone like that isn't exactly necessary, but what else could he have done? He can't just go up directly to the car and go, hey, fair warning, this and that.
So more than one of you has at least...
Maddening the unhelpful isn't helpful.
Well, anybody who knew the sigil would know immediately what it was my thought process. I just grabbed the wrong one of you. I got mixed up on who's who. I'm not good with people. You all make me very nervous. It kind of looks directly at you, Tariq, especially you.
More importantly,
yes,
I need a map of his base and a drawing of his bed.
I mean,
Are you gonna do romance him?
Don't have a picture of his bed. That would be. I don't. I've been to his room. I'm pretty sure I have it.
Oh.
Okay, well, first of all, Camilla, Sarah, whatever your name is, we're supposed to call you at this moment. How the hell is he supposed to give us a map of his base or of his bedroom? He probably wouldn't even remember that by hand. You're asking a lot of this person, who's risking their very existence right now for us.
Are they, though? They're
Did you
risking
not-
their very existence on the chance that we're going to be able to kill the roach.
Yes.
Which will help set him free.
Exactly. Which means he's risking his existence for this. And I understand information is good, but trying to get some information out of someone who can't give you that information or is unable to do such a thing is not helpful.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
I can't know if he has the information if I don't ask.
He looks at you, Car, as you say, if you meet on the field of battle in the future, you will kill and reanimate him, so his soul can't return. He goes, well, I can't die is the problem. Trust me, I have tried. That bastard
That's
took me...
depressing.
It is. Trust me, I have tried.
Do you count as undead?
No, I'm still living. It
No, then
literally
I can't help
is...
you either.
You just can't age and die.
Yes. Oh, trust me, I have tried a multitude of ways, my dear friend. I have tried a multitude of ways.
I believe it.
I've literally scattered my parts across an entire city. It was very annoying to get myself back together. I don't want to do it again. That's why I asked earlier when you cut off my head, please put it back immediately. Because otherwise I have to slowly find it, and it's not easy. I don't know if you've had... have any of you had your heads unattached?
Can't say any of us have.
Not in recent history, no.
Anyway,
It's not
back
easy
to
to find directions. Sorry.
back to said point. What little piece of information can you give us that will help us without him finding out?
So my biggest answer is... how do I put this?
With words?
Make him think he's winning. He's a very arrogant and vain creature, to say the least. Make him think that he's a step ahead of you. He's not very intelligent. He's crafty, but not intelligent.
I mean, by technicality, he's already a step ahead of us.
So, getting ahead of him and making him think he's succeeding where you want him to. Especially, he looks over at you, Car. You. Make him... He went after your mother for a reason. Do you know why? Other than her being the leader, obviously. That makes it very apparent why. But he killed your father, very specific reason. Do you know why?
To get an upper hand on something?
Good possibility. I mean, your father was her personal guard, so offing him makes sense. Removing his house makes sense. Removes their place of power. But if she's still alive, there's one of two reasons. Either he got stopped, or she's useful. So, with that information, if your mother hasn't been captured, which as far as the word I've gotten from my, and he kind of looks at the ground, informants, and he kind of like squirms for a second, like, she has not been. He essentially went in quickly, razed the place to the ground, made sure your father's body was destroyed, and left. Meaning he did not have the power to take her then. Or kill her, whichever one.
What if he's not after the mother?
I mean, that is
What
a
if
good
he's
possibility.
after Carr himself?
Is there a reason to be after you?
Well, there's no other reason I can personally think of leaving the mother alive, since she's on the council.
Other than to not... well, the council is kind of barely there, from my rumors. It's essentially a meeting of, oh, let's not kill each other this month.
I mean, that's the plus, don't you think? Considering you can't.
It is what he's chasing. So maybe you are the target. Maybe it is not best you go. But
Nah,
I understand
he's
that you
going
must.
to.
But I would leave your research elsewhere. Bringing it with you might just get him what he wants, should you fail.
I mean, we can put. Never mind. Not telling you.
That's perfectly fine, I understand.
Does anyone else have any question for our friend?
I am an open book.
How well does Fireball work on him?
We are not doing fireball on him.
I mean, I have not personally
Fireball.
tried it. I obviously... I did try to attack him when I first got there. Did not go as I wanted. I'm not much of a combatant.
You say he's been researching immortality. Has he been slowly corrupted and maybe becoming more and more undead-ish?
I mean, he's... From what I know, which is very little, is... He looked towards Lichdom, found it to be not what he wanted. He wants godhood. I think so. You see, he slowly starts to shift the minor image from the image of Hecate to a very kind of skeletal thin. I'm gonna call it him a being.
For reference, Carr was asking for an image of the roach.
I know. He's gonna try to do that. It's a very skeletal being. Sunken in face, green hair. Down to like almost the middle of his chest. Very scraggly. Dirty and bugs like crawling all over him. And very much his outfit is very almost like he's trying to look like royalty. But it's dirty and gross.
A reason I respect your aversion to bugs.
Yes, he's very gross. This is the roach, though.
Looks like he'll be fun to punch.
I've watched people punch him. It's not. I watched his face one time turn into a centipede and literally bite off the dude's hand. It was not pretty
That's
to
ca-
watch.
We'll
So
have to
we are
catch me
definitely
first.
burning this guy.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, so it sounds like ranged is the better option here.
Aww.
I mean, push come to shove, I could always make sure he can't get up close to somebody.
I mean, he has a punchable face. I just wouldn't want to punch him.
T, if you really want to run up to him, I just got this really cool elephant, and you could ride an elephant into battle.
Fucking elephants.
I don't know if I want to question this any further. Kind of looks at you. Y'all are very weird. Has anyone told you that?
Damn it.
Yes.
No, not in the last 5 minutes.
I wish I was a circle of the moon and I could turn into an elephant if I was
I
circle
did
of the
tell
moon.
you you were meeting a weird bunch.
Yes.
Most people don't ask me that to my face. Why? What have you heard?
In my defense, I'm normal by Feywild standards.
Yeah, and he kind of went into the room of the least normal one here.
I mean, yes, obviously. Kind of looks at all the mushrooms all over you. Are any of these edible by chance, or even medicinal?
Most of them are edible.
Oh.
There's a couple that are a little bit hallucinogenic, but they're not visible, and I made sure a certain person can't get them, so it's fine.
I transform into Drake and start doing the mouth hand thing.
That's not how that works. Fuck you.
Do we have any other questions for our friend here?
You see, he starts to get a little nervous. He starts to scratch at, especially the brand.
I slap his hand. Stop it.
Sorry,
Well-
it itches when his magic starts to do things.
So
Treat
I'm
gives him
assuming
a,
you need to go.
Treat gives him a very sympathetic look when he
Check
sees him
his
start
sword.
scratching it.
I mean, he has things watching me, and the brand pretty much can tone him into where I am most of the time. That's why I'm very careful about who I'm around. He doesn't always keep an eye on me. I'm not the only one of his agents, but
Well,
if he
you should.
knew I was around you, kind of pointing to you, Khan, he might keep a closer
Well, you
eye
should-
on
Okay,
me.
so which direction is the closest to out of town? Like cardinal direction from here.
North, to get outside the city.
Is that within 500 feet?
Yes.
Don't do it. Just let him walk away.
If they see him walk out of here, they're gonna know. But
Fair
if I transform into someone else and I just dimensional door us outside of town,
As long as he doesn't... Car doesn't step out of the room with him, he's fine.
I mean, I have no objection to the dimensional door as long as I'm not pushed out of it. That's all I ask. Like courtesy, right?
I don't think we'd push you out of anywhere unless you started attacking us. So
I have no reason to.
exactly.
He has no direct control over me. He just... I have
So
very
once-
few choices.
So once we go to kick his ass, you're not going to be fighting against us, right?
I'm going to... If I am there, I will be either secretly helping you or directly avoiding everything. There's my answer.
Do you?
Well-
Can he read your mind?
I don't think so.
So if you were to get a message, say a sending spell to you, warning you that we're there, you would be able to react in time, and he wouldn't notice the message in your head.
No.
Something
Good enough.
tells me there's going to be a big to-do when we get there.
Yes, there is.
Well, if you would like to use the dimensional door, I guess I can't stop you.
I mean, even if you want to dimension door me into the city, I mean, he knew I was here. So,
Here we go.
I'm going south towards the Forsaken anyways.
so we are heading toward the south then?
Yeah, hopefully we don't end up in the river. We should be fine.
Well, I've been on the road leading to and from this building, right?
Yeah, you know that the river is about 600 feet, so you'd be fine.
I'm going to change my body to that of a dwarf. Because we don't have any dwarfs in our party, right?
Negative Ghost Rider.
On a twist.
And then
Everyone's
I
dwarfs.
True polymorph dropped.
I take their hand and dimensional door us outside.
Alright. He kind of bows and says, thank you. If you need...
Oh,
any-
Tiny Hut also disappears because I cast another spell and I'm no longer in it.
he kind of just bows to you. Thank you. Under his breath and starts to quickly walk away.
So, well, because he's gone, how was your shopping trip?
I got a anti-location spell.
That's good.
I got a rock.
I also have... No, I have a dragon scale.
Oh, you did get the rock. That means I have to mark shit off real quick. Because you said you were deciding. You didn't say out loud you were getting shit.
I got
Yeah.
a rock. I DM'd Brian. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, you did me because I have the gold total.
Oh, no, I was just taking that for my own funds. You don't have to mark that, Sam.
Oh, well, then fuck. Okay.
Yeah, no, sorry. That's why I didn't really announce that one.
The group bank account.
Well, I don't have any gold of my own anyway.
I've got a sword.
You have a toothpick.
Yeah, you got to.
I mean, to his size, that could be a sword.
Yeah, and it probably fucks some like shit up, but it's a toothpick.
This is what it. Hold on, let me post this in session chat for you guys.
Things
Yeah.
fucking
This is what it
stupid.
actually looks like.
It looks like a
This is how
toothpick.
it'd be.
This is what it actually looks like.
Ooh, that's pretty.
A
That is
pretty
very
toothpick.
pretty.
But
And
for
here's
you
the
guys,
description
it's like
for it.
it looks like a lightsaber for like the original Star Wars action figures.
I was going to say one of those toothpicks they put in the little hot dogs at parties,
Oh my god.
where it's like
Here's
the
the-
sword with the handguard on it.
Here's the
I
description
mean, that
for
would
it
be funny.
in, magic
Also,
items.
did you
It's
guys
fucking
get into like a scrap or something?
No. Why?
Points towards K. Motherfucker was hurt. What? What do you mean you guys didn't get into a scrap?
Okay, pointing around the thing minus K. We did not get into a scrap. I don't know what happened to K.
Did you wander off by yourself again?
Probably.
Yes.
Yes, Mom.
Excuse you. You want to tell us what
Grown
happened?
adult. If he wants to get kidnapped, he can get kidnapped.
He is one of the few people in this group who is the least comfortable getting kidnapped. Thank you, Therius.
Nope. No one's to get kidnapped anymore.
Actually, yeah, everyone here cannot be kidnapped for various reasons.
Pull out
So,
the world card. Still has a bit of blood on it.
What? Get attacked by a plane car?
Abby.
Oh shit, that's right. She took that deck, didn't she?
And is still
No,
alive, it
she did
seems.
not take the deck. She has her own deck.
Oh.
Zarissa took the deck that was on the table.
Oh, I was thinking of a different person. Whoops.
I don't know why she took that deck, but she took the deck.
So, did she give you a warning or anything?
Hard to say. But nevertheless, surprisingly, she's alive, despite other possibilities.
Was that card right side up or upside down when you found it? Because as we established, Treek knows tarot cards for some reason.
God?
He said that
was-
you couldn't
yeah,
tell what it
no.
was.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was gonna say I don't think I said one way or another.
You did not.
No, you specifically said he couldn't tell which way it was.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
you-
remember I had him do a check. He couldn't
You
tell.
gave
Okay.
both possibilities to him, though.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Which Tariq would know the two potential possibilities with the world.
God damn it. Okay. Well, that's another person we have to look out for now. Does anyone else want to reveal something that happened that hurt or anything like that before we do other things?
I'm not
I
back
don't
yet.
know.
Who's talking to you then?
I was gonna say I'm assuming you're walking.
Yeah, I only had one cast.
Okay then. Well,
Mr. DM, does my sword actually talk now?
Yes. And it has a very obnoxious voice.
I read that. I was
Seriously,
like,
supposed to have
oh,
Jesus.
God.
Yeah, I just saw sentience. I'm like, uh-oh.
I didn't
No,
realize he
it's
could
supposed to
actually
have
talk.
It's supposed to have a silvery voice.
Is it silvery? Is it supposed to be?
yeah.
I was
It
actually
does
gonna
say
do
silvery.
a very March Hare kind of voice, but decided against it.
He's like, this is the worst person to give a sentient weapon to.
Yes.
This is literally why I wanted this sword.
It
Yeah.
is.
I didn't care about any other part about this sword other than it was sentient and could talk.
The issue is it's actually a really good sword otherwise.
It automatically
Like,
untuned.
Brian could nerf this thing to hell as long
you'd
as it
still
can
be
talk.
okay.
As long as I have a friend in my head, it's fine.
Are we ready for adventure?
Oh, gross.
Yeah!
There used to be so tired of that scene.
Oh no, this sword is gonna encourage me to go kill dragons.
Oh,
Dragons.
Jesus.
Evil
Oh,
dragons.
Evil dragons.
okay.
This is
Okay.
like 3 in the world.
We'll deal with that
Quote,
when we
unquote.
have. Anyway.
Maybe.
So, if that's everything, I assume in the morning we're heading straight for the closest port of the Forsaken.
That is what I am assuming. Unless anyone has anything else to say about it.
Are we doing what we talked about and trying to get the pirate as well, or are we going straight for the Forsaken?
How much time do you want to waste?
Yeah.
Well, I
we
know
discussed- We
I only
discussed
brought it
the
up-
pirate as a way to get to the Forsaken, because apparently there's not a whole lot of ways to get there, so we might
Yeah.
need a ship.
I know Carr brought that up. That's why I mentioned it. I didn't mention this out of my own foolish.
We are loaded. We could try to just charter a ship and just drop us off at the Forsaken.
That's true.
We could just buy.
Again,
a
we
ship.
don't have. We don't have. Well, I don't know if we have to, but I don't think we should just kill the pirate. But, see, you have the butterfly, right?
I'm assuming it's in my hood.
Yes. You
Uh,
mention its name and it comes out.
I kind of like pull the hood to the side a bit.
I pull out the list and I point to Samantha Sword and ask, "Well, what do you think, butterfly?"
It does a similar movement to what it did to Nias.
Exactly. We don't need to kill. Who is liking the fucking messages? We don't need to kill the pirate. We can talk sense to her.
Everyone's liking it now. That's what you get.
I know. I'm very, very aware of what I've done, but I don't care.
As long as you're aware.
We don't need to kill everyone on this list.
I don't
finally.
No, I agree. I don't think we do need to kill this person, but if we do want to do all this, I feel like not killing someone makes this a lot longer of a task,
Yeah.
which I'm up for, but I don't know if we want to delay. for
But we're
cost.
not going to, Car.
We're not killing.
Death is
Come,
not always the answer.
Please, for the love of God, we don't have to kill everyone we meet on this list. We're not
I
killing
know you're
Nias.
angry, but Jesus.
The pirates has done nothing to you, except for that one time where they shot us. That was because we were on a ship that they
I mean,
hated.
they were going for the ship, not us.
That is true.
And how
See.
good is her memory?
I don't know. I can check tomorrow.
The character, I know how good her memory is.
I don't.
Fucking bitch.
And again, so we can just not take it to pirate ship. We could just get a normal ship, and if we come across the pirate, then we come across the pirate. We could just head straight to the Forsaken, and then we can deal with Soren and Niaz. I don't know about Niaz, but we can deal with Soren then if we really want to. Because again, I really would not like to have to kill Soren.
I don't know. I do think if we don't want to kill her, we gotta talk to Emily.
Maybe that was the ship we got chartered when we were going to
Obra.
Obra.
Yeah, they had
Oh.
some tension going on there. I think that them sorting that out could help us sort everything else out. Maybe that's a wild hunch on my end, but
So you want to do other things before we go to the Forsaken? Is that what you're saying, Kyle?
Don't you think this is a little bit more of a priority?
Just a small. Well,
But what if this isn't a small delay? What if this takes us a month, 2 months? Do
Yeah,
you want to
I'm-
leave him hanging
I
that
don't know
long?
if you noticed, but we tend to get sidetracked or dragged into other stuff, and for some reason, it always takes like 5 times longer to do something.
that is.
Well, let's
valid.
start on that way, and if it happens, it happens.
No. Where do we want to get a? For the cheapest ride, we should probably go down towards. How do you say that? Skysea?
Skies.
Skies. We should probably go down towards Skies.
The Sky Sea.
Shut up. It's the Skysea. It's Skysea. You got me saying it. It's the closest port, so it'll
Why
probably
is
be
it
the
Sky Sea?
cheapest.
Well, it's not only about if it's the closest port; it's about if there's regular ships going there anyway.
And most likely, if there are any, they'll be further south.
I don't like those words you're telling me, Todd, but I understand.
Same.
But we could start heading down along this coast, see when we can get our first ship to the Forsaken. And if we get hijinks along the way, we get hijinks along the way. I mean, who knows? We can run into like another plant monster, or maybe like bandits or something, like we did last time. I mean, the plant monster, not bandits. There we go. Okay. So now that we have a plan, does anyone want to say anything else? I'll
Nope.
take the dead cricket silence as a no.
Unless you summon crickets, there's no crickets.
That might be. I've summoned a little bit too many bugs. I don't know which one there is in here.
Well, good thing Zeldan's not there.
Well, they
Yeah.
weren't here when he was there. They were just hiding because I told them to.
Oh, how considerate.
Your trick's not an asshole.
Just
Okay.
one is crawling as I leave.
No, I wouldn't do that. It's
Most
funny.
of them isn't.
If I had more Therius' mentality, there would be a shit ton of bugs behind you.
What do you think of that?
But anyway, I agree with Todd. We're all dressed up. You know, and, Jesus Christ, I was not ready for the cricket. Well,
I appreciate you, Rob. Fuck you.
anyway,
Thank you for the rec roll.
it's
Ah.
probably leaving the city in the mornings as quick as we can would be the best option. So everyone get the rest they need. If you need anything, I'll probably be up a little late, calming myself down. And unless you're sleeping in my room, I suggest to scoot, because there will be a lot more spores and bugs.
Yeah, nope. Peace. T goes to her room.
Though if you do knock on my door, they will go away because I'm not an ass.
I still have the chest of gold on the flying carpet.
No, we continue to ignore it. No one gives a shit about the chest.
Go away. Go to your bed.
If you guys keep ignoring it, I'm just gonna take all of this gold. It's gonna be mine.
Hey, not that I can take some of it.
Sarah's just taking the gold and Kay's taking the magic items.
You're looking at the wrong fucking person.
I'll be the
Are
gold
What are you
horse.
guys?
If you want to give the thief all the gold, go for it. I've got no objections, but
No,
The
no,
gold master.
no. I got a question for Kay.
Oh
Where are you
boy.
keeping all this stuff?
It's got a bag of
This
He
pack is just
had-
like overloaded with shit. Like you don't even need to like do a perception check or anything. It's just overloaded with a bunch of stuff, mostly vials and a few magic items.
Would you like this? And I hold out the bag that is seemingly empty. There's a shit ton of crap in here, and it doesn't look like it. Do you want it? I have my own bag.
That would probably be easier.
There you go.
I'll take the bag of holding.
Right.
Just
you
immediately
go back
start
to holding.
transitioning stuff. The amount of fucking random vials of shit I have in my fucking inventory is ridiculous. So
Have you
And
ever heard of a
just-
bag of dropping?
And then just a bunch of random shit that's already in the bag of holding.
I mean, just adding it to the collection at this point.
Do you have the collection?
You should probably send them in the bag of holding.
More inventory management. It's for
Hey,
later.
at least you like that, though.
At least one of us has it.
I'm gonna still deep speech tome, jar of paint from forever ago. I still have the party baskets and boxes.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I appreciate that gift, Mama.
That was Elmo
Basically,
talking
Sarah.
to Robin Williams.
I know. I love that
It
one.
was great.
Elmo only had 3 lines.
I'll always
It's a
appreciate
mood.
that scene.
It's a mood, Elmo. It's a mood.
But unless anyone has plans otherwise, you all get your long rest.
Nope.
Everyone gets out of my room.
Everybody
It's
stay
over.
in Freak's room.
No, I don't think so. Not with the bugs and spores. I think I'm the only one in my room right now.
Alright, so you all
I
get...
think he can keep all the bugs and spores to himself, thanks.
But stay out of my room.
So you all wake up.
What, no
You're all
rolling?
dead.
You each hear once again a knock on your door.
It's the
And
food with the trays and the
it
things.
is the food with the trays.
And the thing.
Whoa.
Treek would just say, no thank you, as she goes to the door.
Actually, as you close the door, they kind of like try to stop you.
Yes?
Master Cyrus did say you were required to take this one because there is a note to go with it.
Oh, shit.
That's right,
Good morning,
motherfucker.
meds.
That's right.
Okay.
I said that.
Eat.
Eat your goddamn food.
And
Fine, I'll-
medication.
Take it. He'll take it then.
On next to each of your trays, there is a small note. My debt is paid. This is your last evening for free. That was your last evening for free.
I didn't want to be here any longer anyway.
We're leaving anyway.
Get the fuck out.
Treek leaves the dish, leaves the thing unopened, and just goes downstairs.
Cyrus is down there and looks at you. Goes, I know I just had that delivered. Did you eat?
Yeah, I had some bread.
Give me a deception check.
Had a dinner roll.
Motherfucker!
Fuck.
Can I see him?
No, you're still in your room. Give me a moment. Give me a moment.
No, fuck you. I know what you were trying to do, asshole.
I rolled 6 on my dice today.
Yeah, I know you did. I know you rolled something like that. Fuck you.
He looks at you.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to give it a roll.
Well, if you don't mind joining me for some tea, then.
Oh, sure.
And he immediately brings over a pot of tea and has a woman, one of the small elves, bring over a thing of crumpets. They're delicious. Trust me. And he pours you a cup. And
You know
hands
what?
you some
Fuck it.
crumpets.
Treek will regretfully eat them.
They're absolutely delicious. Add a little bit of honey. It really accentuates the taste. And kind of gives you a glare of like, bitch, try it again.
What did he roll?
19.
Yo.
You. Die.
He
Get
decided to
sold
be
out,
nice. He decided to be
Fuck.
nice and not make a big deal out of it. Though. 'Cause
Which Treek
he's a kind
appreciates, but
individual.
still, god damn it.
You have been called out.
I have.
He has a +3 to perception.
Hold.
Well, it's the evening. Can
Charisma.
like before the tray is picked up from my room, can I examine it for like what the actual magic is in it?
Yes. On closer inspection, this is the morning, by the way, that they're bringing you the trays.
Oh, and by the way, Treek would have cleaned out all the bugs and mushrooms in his room to be polite, And the bugs are just hiding in his backpack right now.
Okay. As you're examining the tray, you see there is a burnt up spell tag at the bottom. Essentially, somebody puts a
No.
tag so when it's lifted, it casts create food and water.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. I was just curious as to what the whole deal was there, if the plate itself was doing create food and water.
Yes and no. It's a spell that's doing it specifically.
Well, no, it's the spell tag that's doing it. It's not the tray itself.
Yeah. Yeah, so the rest of you eat your delicious meals and start to head downstairs. I'm assuming... So you get to your cart. That, by the way, is still loaded with wood.
Yes. And wood.
We're gonna build a house.
Shriek was not there for that. So he just looks at him and goes, "Oh right, I forgot you guys killed an ant."
Yeah, so how are we like moving with all this?
I get on my horse.
I mean, the horses can pull this. I'm pretty sure.
But like, I don't think we can fit in the cart with all of this.
I
get
mean,
on my flying carpet. I don't know what you mean.
We're all bastards, you know that?
okay.
No.
If you want to come up to the front with me,
Hey, wait, my parents were married when I was born.
I can fit 2 other people with me up front with the horses. It's just Therius we don't have to worry about. So
Nope.
I'm assuming Therius is with me and my horse.
Car can fly. So K and V, you guys could just sit next to me on the car.
The zombies and skeletons just kind of look at you all,
Stay in the car. So you 2 can just sit up here with me. Therius is with T, magic carpet.
The only alternative is if we sell the wood to make more room.
Which would probably be a good idea.
They kind of start to grab onto the side of it so it looks like they're like crawling, trying to attack it.
God.
Give you like a thumbs up.
Would Sai want some magical wood?
You've corrupted me. My immediate brain just went to trip.
They kind of hop off
Yeah,
it.
Sam, I corrupted you.
Sean, as you
Not
say,
there.
just walk spoiled. They kind of hop off it.
That's what you got. Well, I don't know. I don't really know any people who are into
I
magic.
cast message back into the inn. You want to buy some ent wood?
He kind of walks out. How much?
Do we have a covered wagon or an uncovered wagon?
Covered.
I kind of peel back the flap a little bit to show them how fucking much we have.
$1,000 gold.
Shriek will look towards Kabila because Shriek is not good with gold.
Fine, but you gotta get your people to unload it.
Oh, easy
'Cause
enough.
I'm lazy.
He snaps and like 7 Durgar start to run out and immediately start unloading it.
And none of it trickled.
And I think I only spent like 100 gold on those beans.
And don't you still have a couple of those left?
I got 8 left.
Yeah, so...
Gives me anxiety. I don't want to think about it.
Not while you're in the hood. Not
Does it
while
on
you're
the
in the
cart?
hood.
I've got to plant them.
Plant them while we're on this.
I can't do it while I'm in the hood.
Where the clock?
Okay, so I'm
they
adding
unload it.
1,000. I'm adding 1,000 gold to my inventory.
The zombies and skeletons immediately crawling back like, yay!
Okay. Well,
I'm back above 3,000 gold.
off we go then.
We go.
Alright. So you guys begin to head south. So one sec. Let me go over for my own sanity. Go to Aesala. Go to current
Hi
state.
ho, hi ho. Off to murder we go.
Basically.
So,
That's
First a pirate, then a roach. Hi ho.
We are not killing the damn pirate.
are you guys going straight to the coast, or are you going diagonal down?
I don't know. Tariq, where are we going?
Shriek would take, because we mentioned the pirate. What's that town? The Glass something?
Sea glass?
Yeah, see
Glass. That's where we took the ship last time, so Shriek would make a diagonal towards there first, because that's the first city on the coastline that he knows of.
Cool. I don't know if y'all remember what's in between here and Seaglass.
yeah.
We're not
Witches.
we're not enemies of the witches, so it's
No,
fine.
you're not.
We'll just just go around it. We don't need to talk to them right now.
Also,
There
Also,
is
while
immediately
we're
like,
headed
I don't
that
know what
way.
you're talking about. I want to.
Go around what?
I mean, I was planning on just passing by unless one of them stops us. I don't think they will.
No, I think the trickster one will.
Well,
also while we're traveling that way, while on my flying carpet, it would look like I was praying. Brian, I'm praying to my patron while we're traveling,
Okay.
seeing if she might show up.
Okay.
fucking what?
Sorry about it. Carl would like to know if he can report that the vampire repellent works.
Again, we're passing by. I'm not directly avoiding, but I'm not directly going in. So if you want, we can.
When did you test the vampire repellent?
In his spare time.
When he was talking to Vincent.
Fucking around with the lamp
I don't
vampires.
know what he does at his own time.
I mean, you're right, I don't want to know what he does in his spare time, but that's a pretty important...
Well, he gets out. He doesn't just live in a coffin all day.
Oh,
How do I know?
that's rude, Car. Car, they were nice to us, and you did that there. That's
No.
rude.
He asked Vincent if he could. And Vincent
Oh.
used it on some lesser vampires to say fuck you guys. Because they didn't stay in the rules.
Good to know. Good to know.
I mean, fair.
He's he's a vampire. Doesn't make him a complete dick. Just stay in the lines. Rule number 1 in that kind of
That's
society.
fine.
But you guys start to head south. About little after midday, you arrive at the Coven Town.
Anything interesting looking at it?
Nothing's changed that you can tell. But, Car, when you deliver this news, the witch hands you a vial. Does not tell you what, just says, you might need this later, and hands you a vial. As payment for testing my little experiment.
So, do we get round 2 of versus the house?
No.
No.
No house encounters today.
Listen, as I said, unless another witch pulls us over, we're just gonna keep going.
Nope, you're good.
Unless... Cool.
No, you can't smell it.
No, put it away. Get over here.
You can on the road if you want. Yeah, give me a medicine check. You can definitely smell your little vial. Actually, I'm going to need you to give me 2 checks. So I'm going to need your medicine check, and then I need a con save from you.
Well, the medicine check was an 8, so...
Yeah, give me a con save.
It's like apple juice.
It tastes like apple taste. You're gonna smell. I know.
The rest of you, when he pops this open, You do smell a very olive kind of scent. Cool. Card, you immediately pass out.
Night night.
Lying.
Did someone?
Oh boy.
Did you just like knock him out, or did the vial knock him out?
Don't look at me.
I can't. I'm driving the cart. I'm asking.
I will jump off and go investigate the
Oh no, he didn't in the car.
He's in the back,
Okay, he's
and you kind of get it up, and you smell it. Nothing happens to you. It smells like olives.
What the fuck? Is he still passed out?
Oh yeah, he's out.
Oh, this. I'm gonna start slapping him a little bit. See if he wakes up.
Don't beat up the wizard. They're like dying.
Don't. It's not like I do anything to him.
Sean, give me a con save at advantage.
With Tony's attack damage, he might heal him.
I hit a solid 20, so it's 0 damage.
21.
Wow.
You wake back up like, whoa, what the fuck?
You know, I look for the cap to like cap whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you find the cap kind of laying across the cart as it's moving and pop it back on.
I will hand it back to Car. Listen, I don't know if you're like allergic to olives or something, but you probably don't want to open this too much, okay? I'll just hand it back then.
That was the opposite of smelling salts. As you guys get closer to Sea Glass, or you get to about the edge of the woods, and it starts to get dark. Sea Glass is about another 2 hours from here. But it is dark.
We can go another 2 hours.
Dark as in rain or dark as in night is falling?
Dark as in night is falling, but you do see storm clouds on the way.
Yeah. Do they look bad?
We can make it.
It looks like it's gonna thunder and lightning.
We should
Almost
stop.
very, very frightening.
The horses are not gonna like that.
We
The
might
horses
want to
are-
hunker down for the night.
Yeah, the horses are gonna hate that.
I
Yep.
begin casting tiny hut in a clearing nearby.
And again, putting the horses somewhere under like a tree or something to help them withstand the thunder and lightning's velocity.
Alright. So you guys take a long rest.
Treek will sleep with the horses to make sure they're okay.
I respect that. One sec.
And it gets me killed.
No.
The horse eats you.
Go with him.
No, someone
of
probably
course.
messaged.
We're gonna do this on stream. Wiz.
hmm
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, motherfucker!
I'm testing a theory.
You.
Oh,
Theory.
It's fine.
So you try to connect to Zodis, and instead you connect to Oz.
Great and powerful.
I mean, he is the advisor to the Emerald Dragon, so...
Pardon, why are you talking to my dragon?
Yes, who is this? How may I help you? Why are you bothering me so late?
I was taking a fucking nap. Stop bothering me. Who's calling me this late at night? A bit of an old acquaintance. Just mainly testing out a theory, as well as checking in to see how things have been.
That doesn't help. I don't know you. I'm going to sever this connection and block you. I hope you understand this. You have 30 seconds to explain yourself.
Well, if it's of any interest, Carpathicus is the name.
Oh, you're the... Got it. Never mind. Dragon told me about you. Never mind. You could lead with that instead of... You... Never mind. Go ahead.
I have deleted your number.
You're canceled on social media now.
You are blocked, reported.
What did
Well,
you need
aside
to
from
know?
testing a theory,
Throwing?
mainly seeing how the city has been as of late,
Thriving is a word I would
and
use, I guess.
if any information at all, anything on Nayaz, possibly?
I mean, she has opened a couple additional businesses, is working on a couple of other endeavors, how I call it. All under jurisdiction, I promise that.
Alright then.
Is there anything I should be worried about?
No,
Okay.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Well, that's unsettling. So you just call me to... never mind.
Testing a theory.
You are a very weird individual.
Yes.
I understand why Zodis likes you.
Bit of
Am I good
surprise.
to go to bed?
Yes, very much
Okay,
so.
thank you.
Perhaps I'll
Please
visit
don't
at some
call me
point.
this late. Please. Thank you. It's unsettling.
That last please had such distress.
Please, let me go to sleep.
Don't call me at like midnight.
Please.
Quick, message them back immediately.
I've been working overtime for so long. Please.
Got to tell you good night. Love you.
That's just cruel.
But you guys hear the storm come over you guys. Obviously, the rain does not come into the tiny hut, but you watch as it kind of flutters
We
around.
can't hear it either.
Do I have to roll anything because I'm in the storm?
Oh yeah, you 100%. Oh no, you just. I'm assuming you're not just out in the open.
I'm under a tree with the horses, yeah.
You're a little wet.
It's fine.
But you
She
guys
was, like,
see the
moist
flashes of
environments.
light and stuff, and you can see the rain hitting the top of the dome. As morning comes, it's still kind of sprinkling a little bit.
Tree shakes like a wet dog. What an invigorating sleep.
I cast Prestidigitation on Treek to dry him off.
Dare you.
Easily.
It would have been easier to make mushrooms. Anyway, we should get going.
Are you saying that you want to be covered in water again?
I can do it to myself
I
if
was
you're
gonna
about
say
to
it's
throw that on
sprinkling.
me. Yeah, I'm still
not that
covered. It's
hard.
too wet.
You continue on your way. Everyone, give me a perception check. This is sight before you ask, Cyrus.
I've just assumed it at this point.
You know what? Session's almost over. I'm gonna reroll that.
Oh, bitch.
Ah, fuck.
Right.
Never mind. It's a 10. That's a charisma save. What are you doing?
I got a modified 20.
I've got a 16 and
You wild surge.
Snicker Snack's got a 19.
Oh, that's right. Your sword.
Jesus Christ.
The sword can see.
The sword can
Oh.
see. Anyone with a 19 or higher,
Mother.
you see in the distance, against kind of the gray clouds, a black flag flying in the harbor. Snickers Stack goes, onward to adventure, my friend.
To adventure!
You guys hear Therius
Openly?
shout this.
Yeah, because we don't hear this shit.
Literally in my ear. Motherfucker.
I mean,
I'm used to
he
being
could probably
challenged.
he could probably hear the sword.
He's sitting on top of her head, riding her like a horse. Onward to adventure.
Your steed is of great importance.
That's how you get fucking sucker punched, basically.
Yeah, like right in my ear.
You wake up, onward!
You're
Just
suddenly
screaming
hearing
instantly.
like words coming out of this sword. So there's a second voice with Therius in there.
Oh no.
The fuck? Are you throwing your voice?
You said I was dressed last night.
No, I'm talking to my new sword.
Hello,
Wait.
oh wonderful steed.
Who the fuck you calling a steed?
That's how
That
you.
not
Sports
why
weapon.
the great hero is riding in your hood?
He's too.
The
I
great-
wouldn't call it lazy to fly himself. It's more convenient for him to be on a shoulder while I'm on the horse.
What are
Oh.
you two talking about?
His fucking sword is talking.
It's got a talking sword.
Yes.
Again, this is why magic items are shit, and I don't use them.
I don't know. This amulet is pretty cool.
Well, I'm happy about your amulet, but I don't touch that stuff for a reason. And Therius keeps proving my
There's
reasons.
a pirate!
Very,
We must defeat it!
No.
To be fair, I don't
Not a
use magic items that often.
I would still argue that they're more beneficial than they are dangerous, but that's just me.
Oh, right.
Well,
Snicker
No,
Snack
we're-
here said that he saw a black flag over there.
well, that's probably. Oh shit, Samantha's on dock then. And no, Khan, we're not killing anyone on this ship if we don't have to.
Mordor.
No.
Oh, my
Mordor.
mask.
I'm
My
so
mask
sick
currently
of-
has a solemn face. Also,
I've understood that we're supposed to get to kill most of the people we've come across. But for the love of God, I'm so sick of killing people.
Butterfly said she's redeemable. Let's find out how.
Yes, I would love to find out how.
As you guys get closer, you can all clearly see the flag waving.
Gross.
I could try to contact Emily right now and see if she's in port.
If she's in port, Emily will not be.
Yeah, no. I mean,
That's
you can try.
Uh, I
I
don't know. That's probably a smart thing.
I don't know what the tension was, but it was tension.
Oh, it was
So I think
tension.
he rolled low on the insight, so she does not know.
Y'all just crushed.
Again, let's make sure we don't have to threaten them first. Maybe it's just like a simple conversation. Not everything has to be point gun threat intimidation.
I agree. But the thing I just realized, why is she a problem exactly? We were given a list of problematic individuals, and if we want to not kill her, we should probably figure out what harm she's causing to do that.
Then I should talk to them. I should.
thinking
I mean-
ships and controlling the market trade across the seas.
That
There's
could.
a
That's
fleet of ships that stopped us from just being transported from one side of the ocean to the other.
I mean, okay, sure, but like, why is that any different than any other pirate crew? Well, why is she the big one?
Maybe it's the amount of power that she has in the area.
Maybe. I'm just
Or
saying
something
we should
to do with her past.
we
You
should
don't know.
do some more research before we just wind up to the ship. Is all I'm trying to say.
I
Why
agree.
was it- I wasn't gonna going straight on to the ship.
No, yeah, I wasn't saying you was. I was just saying, everybody, we should do research before we just walk up and try to stab, which we're not going to do anybody.
Exactly.
I kind of like gesture to the butterfly. If y'all have something to tell us, can you tell us somehow, some way?
He kind
Please?
of looks at you, confused.
I don't
The
know.
pirate.
Does not compute.
It's not a beast, so I can't speak with it, unfortunately.
I kind of hold out my hand for the butterfly to rest.
He
The
kind of just
pirate.
sits there.
Oh darn! None of us has the
There.
spell Speak with Bugs.
The bugs I can speak at animals with. This is not.
Darius
just a
asks
bug.
the butterfly in Celestial if it knows anything about the pirate.
I just went from a natural 20 to a natural 1. It
Ooh.
knows nothing.
You know nothing.
Does your master know something? I say in Celestial.
Kind of, like, nods back and forth at you.
And he give us a sign if he's not able to come down? I know it's kind of difficult.
He kind of shakes its head no.
We could just
Alright.
we could do some research around town. I mean, if this person so famous, they surely have some stories around.
I've never tried it, but I could cast sending to. It's Bartholomew, right? Out of character.
Yes.
Yes.
I could always try to cast sending to Bartholomew.
Is he even
From-
on this plane of existence?
From what I gathered, no.
No.
I have a chance to contact people from different planes. There's a slow chance it won't work, but there is always a chance it will.
Up to you.
While you guys are doing this, I'm going to go down to the docks and see if anybody's selling a ship.
I talked to a lot of people. But I only have 5 spell slots for
Well,
this.
so as you guys arrive in the city, it's actually fairly calm. Considering there's a pirate ship in Bay, and there's about 4 of them. I will state that right now. There are 4 ships. The flagship is the one you guys all saw. The flag on, huh? It's ironic. It's called a flagship or something.
Anyway.
Sarah, you head down towards the docks. There are quite a few individuals, including individuals standing in front of each of the larger ships, but there are a couple smaller ships in Bay as you get closer. The rest of you, as you arrive in the town. So, first foremost, Drake, are you casting sending to Bartholomew?
Not yet,
Okay.
because I want to save my spell slots just in case.
So what is everyone else doing? Quick. Top to bottom. Therius. Anything specific you're doing when you arrive in the city?
Nope.
V?
Just looking around for anybody who looks smart. Someone who knows, like, they've been around for a while, I guess would be a better way of putting it.
Smart person.
I might have an idea. Give me an intelligence save. Tell me the results in a minute.
Jeez.
Intelligence saving throw right now.
T.
I think T's just gonna like dismount off the horse and just walk it around the town and kind of observe everybody.
Car, go ahead, start typing. Tariq, what are you doing since you're not casting message?
Shriek, after he puts the card away, is going to look, because he helped in the kitchen. He saw most of the faces on that ship. He's going to see if he can locate anybody from Emily's ship at all. And if not, he's just going to, before he decides to cast something, just listen around town and see if he can hear anything about Samantha Sword and Emily's feud or anything about Samantha.
And K.
Just wandering on the docks, seeing what we can gather, if anything.
Okay. So I need anyone looking for information to give me an investigation check.
Oh dear. I'm going to cast Dance Ability on myself. Intelligence checks, because fuck that. Yes! Natural 20 for a 23.
Sarah, you arrive. Kind of, which of the ships are you looking towards?
I'm looking for a smaller ship that can be crewed by about 10 people.
Yeah, there's a couple of them in the docks. They're essentially like fishing boats. You see a couple individuals, including a couple of Tritons, appear to be working one specifically. It looks fairly new.
Are they, like, attempting to sell the boat, or are they, like, preparing it to go out for a fishing trip?
It looks like they're coming back from a fishing trip. They have
That's
a couple
not
barrels
helpful.
of fish that they're unloading.
I'm not trying to buy fish. I'm trying to buy a ship.
You try to buy it off them. Actually, okay. Of course I roll shit there. You do see, though, there is the shipmaker a little further down the docks.
The shipwright.
Yep.
I will approach them.
So you head outside the building. You see this kind of burly individual standing out front. Uh, what shape are you in right now?
Me?
Yes.
I would currently be in the form of Camilla, so 5'5" female human,
Himale.
blonde hair, blue eyes, leather sort of armor.
How can I help you, young lady?
Hi, I'm looking to purchase a ship.
Purpose?
Transportation.
Okay. Do you need a crew acquired? Kind of. Come in. Let my boss talk to you. He kind of opens the door. You see a small warforge, like maybe like 4 feet tall. Kind of looks over. Hello.
That last part didn't go through, Bri.
Hello. How can I help you?
I'm looking to either have a ship built or to purchase one.
You see, he starts typing in something into a typewriter. What do you need it for?
Transportation.
Do you need a crew?
I think we have a couple of fairly capable bony boys that are going to be on the ship, so no crew.
We're not gonna buy a house. We're gonna buy a ship and live in it.
Size of the ship.
Fuck yeah.
What size do you need?
I don't actually know ship sizes off the top of my head. We need it to be crewed by 10, but shuttle about 30.
Can be done in 3 days.
It can be ready in 3 days.
3 days. Minor modifications to current vessels in production.
And how much?
8,000 gold. It is yours.
I never took the gold off of my flying carpet, so that's still with me. Should I ask everybody else before buying a ship with the money that they really don't care about?
Listen to the imaginary theories on your shoulder. It says no.
That says no, don't ask, and definitely just spend the 8,000 gold on this ship? Yes, imaginary Therius, I agree with you.
Sold.
I have my flying carpet land with the chest of gold, and I start counting out the gold.
I can take
It's gonna
care of
take a
that.
minute.
You see, he kind of hops down from his little chair, waddles over, and like literally puts out his hand and starts to absorb or suck it up into him, and then starts to pile it in about piles of hundreds of gold at a time, very quickly from one hand to another, to get to about 1,000. Acquire.
So, Treek, you're keeping track of that, right?
Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. How much gold did you just spend?
8,000 on a ship?
For shame.
You see,
That's half of it, so we only have 8,000 left.
You see, he goes back to typing, pulls out the paper, and puts it in front of you. Sign, please.
I sign as Camilla Moonchild.
Thank you. You see, he turns it over, puts out his hand, and one of them turns to an inkwell, and he signs. 3 days, return, and your ship will be ready.
And that'll give us time to do research on the other thing that we're in town for.
Okay. Get to work. And you see a bunch of small little automatons climb out of his desk and immediately shuffle back to the back room. See you in 3 days. So everyone else, starting Rob, Therius, were you looking for stuff?
No,
Cool.
I'm just hanging out in T's hoodie.
With your wonderful sword.
Yes.
Okay, so
Go
Brian,
ahead.
I'm going to use the sailing ship. It's part of the base rules.
Yeah. That's fine.
Cargo capacity 100 tons.
Yeah, that'll work. Cyrus, what was your
You asked me to make an int save, right?
int check? But yes.
Oh, it was a natural 20.
Oh, you know the best place to go in situations like this. You're a thief. Where else do people go to talk and conversate than a bar?
Literally.
I
Excellent.
posted material for players, the actual stat block for the sailing ship.
Can't wait to sync it.
I'm waiting.
Is there a specific one that would come to mind, or
You know the best place for sailors? The one closest as soon as you get offshore.
Sure.
Because most people are like, I'm off the boat, give me a fucking drink. Either that or one that has a brothel.
don't think I'd be going to one of those, so I think I'll head to the one near the shore.
Not if you don't want Adelaide to come find you.
Oh, yeah, I know. So I'll go to the one near the shore.
So you enter in, and you see quite a few pirates in there. Seem to be just be drinking it up.
Cool.
Go ahead.
I was gonna wait to see if anyone else rolled well enough to end up there too, but
Does anybody else want to head that way?
I
Or
got
do
a
you guys
natural
just want
one
to
for
stay
23 to
in the
look
rest
there.
of the city? Sorry, what was that, Trick?
I got a natural 20 for 23 for looking at anything related to.
So yeah,
I'll leave.
you'd probably know to go to a bar.
And I would be there too. Be there with
As
you.
long as I'm done with what I'm doing with purchasing the ship, I'm just going to check my map of the city and head over to them.
Yeah, you're gonna be there for a little bit, just because all this happens simultaneously.
Yeah, just let me know when I'd be approaching where they are.
Roger, Roger. Yeah. So, Treek and V, you are in the bar.
Do I see anybody that I recognize from the Malay ship?
Both of you, give me a history check.
oh, lovely. Yes, of course. Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Is this related to Fey Undead?
No,
I
it's
know
not.
it's not.
I know it's not, but I will always ask 12.
They're all undead.
12. Neither of you recognize anyone.
Damn, the dirty 20 failed me now.
Tony will simply he's been in the situation a time or two. He'll walk up to the bar and he'll order a drink and just start drinking it a little bit, looking around.
As you're sitting there drinking, the Goliath next to you kind of looks at you quick. Kind of gives a chuckle. I know you.
Eh? You know me?
Sadly.
What's that supposed to mean?
Kind of turns to you. You probably don't remember me, though.
That's not.
So, I remember your first day at the facility. Let's just go with that.
If Treek sees Tony, Tony's face fucking drops.
Shriek immediately walks over, worried, and like stands like right next to V, kind of just eyeing the Goliath.
Do you? And who are you exactly?
At the time, I was Hadron's personal bodyguard. Let's go with that.
And I kind of look at Treek at the mention of that name. Look back to the Goliath. And what are you doing here?
Same thing you're doing here. Got away, started a new life.
Okay. Listen, bud. It was very nice of you to say that, but I really hope you're not doing the thing we're doing right now.
What are you doing?
Looking for Samantha Sorn?
He kind of gives you a side eye. What are you looking for the captain for?
You on her crew?
You see he pulls up his sleeve, and above all his scars that are similar to what you have, you see her flag symbol on his arm. I'm her first mate. I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I like in any way communicate with Treek to just be cool?
Sure.
Shriek's one of the people who wanted to just communicate. He's fine.
Yeah, but I'm not. So I want to say that I want to like convey that to you through a look, if possible. I don't know if you'll get it because I'm me, but
Ember.
He's got a roll, man.
What?
He
You
was
have to
yelling at
roll
the cat.
performance.
Oh.
I throw a performance?
Either that, yeah, because
Wouldn't
it's a
that be
charisma
performance?
check, essentially. You're trying
Yeah,
to
sure.
give him indication.
Oh. Hold on. I'll bump that up. Oh, no, I won't. 15.
Give me
Oh,
an
my.
insight check. Actually, what's your passive insight, Trey?
17.
Yeah, you understand what he's trying to tell you.
Okay, cool.
So, we just want to talk to her. I'll say back to the Goliath. We've
Okay.
heard some rumors, and we're curious about what her whole deal is, you know?
What do you mean, her whole
mean-
deal? We pillage the sea, especially people we don't like. Lately, mainly her exes.
Ah, there it is.
What was that?
Yeah, we've heard some
You
rumors.
see
and
half the
that's-
bar immediately looks at you, Tree.
What? No, that's the rumors we heard.
just rumors. There's nothing more to it. Come on.
So what you need to know about the captain?
Well, I admit I was just curious about her feud with Captain Emily, I believe her name was.
Spurred lover. I'm talking about Sam, not Emily. Sam moves on very quickly, to say the least. But does like to rekindle old flames. Her usual way of doing that is literally lighting ships on fire. She has a weird way of showing interest. I don't get it.
So are you saying she's interested?
I'm
She's
saying
lighting the ship.
they've been involved. Is what I'm
Okay.
saying. Not so much interested as in had a fling. Fling fizzled. Sam decided she wanted her ship.
Rude.
Does this how do you want us to refer to your captain so we're most respectful? Just Samantha
Captain.
or okay? Has your captain ever worked with anyone? That sounds weird. Has your captain ever worked with anyone of a higher power on land?
If you're asking if she works for Hadron or Bethos or any one of those idiots, no. There's a reason we stay out of the main cities.
Okay, that's Really, really good to hear. So, shit. That's all my questions out the fucking window.
Do you know? Do you know before Captain was a captain? What was she up to? Do you know?
Not so different from you and I. An experiment. Except for
Oh.
she's from Vance. Let's just say she was used as a gladiator deterrent, is how we'll put it.
Gotcha.
She's a trained killer, that's why she's a good shot.
Makes sense. No, okay.
She got away from that life, decided to give other people who've had a shit life a better chance. She just also tends to not like other people.
I get yous. I don't think I ever asked your name, did I?
Thomas.
Thomas. Good to, I guess, meet you again? Did we ever meet? I don't remember
Not
much
directly.
of my time.
Not directly. I was working for Hadron. He kind of taps the side of his nose. The scents stay with you.
Yeah, no, I get you. Just
Especially when it's kind of foreign. And you see he kind of cracks his neck and then shows the tattoo on him that's just a large bear head.
yeah.
So, what are your captain's main standpoints?
What was that, Sam?
What was I asked? What were the captain's main standpoints?
Don't cross her or she'll kill you.
Fair
She
enough.
doesn't care for most other people, especially those in higher power. And she's a shoot first, ask questions, maybe kind of person.
Fair enough. In this world,
And
that's the
she
most
doesn't
appropriate.
take well to being backstabbed. Hey, Tariq,
Yeah.
you very much feel a sense of dread come up behind you.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, I particularly don't.
Oh no.
And you hear her behind you. And you see everyone in the bar immediately stands up and takes a bow. And she kind of looks at both of you.
Did she
Wow.
look expecting us to bow?
No, she'd like you to kiss her feet.
You could at least acknowledge me. God. And she immediately like pushes past both of you and V. She like full on pushes you out of the chair next to her first mate, sits down and takes your drink and starts to drink it.
Oh fuck! No, I want to contest that. Fuck.
Oh, no.
Go ahead, give me a strength check.
Strength. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yup. Mm-hmm. I love those strength checks. Yeah.
Versus a pirate.
Yeah.
Walk in at this point.
I'm assuming she beats an 8. That was that was a pretty decent roll for me too.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec. 'Cause
Oh.
Maybe she's a dex. Maybe she's dexy and not strength. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky.
that
maybe
is
she
a
rolls-
natural 20.
Or maybe
Yeah,
she rolls a
no.
million.
She
and I
fucking
just-
flips you over.
Spoiler alert,
Yeah.
she has a -2 to her strength.
Fucker! I
Oh
could've
my
beat her.
god.
Oh, wow.
Neither of them are
So there was
Who's
a,
the weakest of
You know
them all?
You know what? Re-roll that.
my natural 20?
No,
Yeah.
Oh, I
no,
want to walk in and find him just flat
no,
on his
please,
ass.
Rob. I want to see. I want him just out his ass.
You know what? Fine.
Yeah,
Right,
you're
yeah,
on your
roll
ass
that.
and she's drinking your
B,
drink.
no, B re-roll that.
Oh, V's re-rolling it?
Me-
He gets a
Aw.
natural one.
this won't change fucking much.
Oh,
Uh
what'd
oh.
you get?
I don't like the
I'm
silence.
gonna. I have a
Good
-3. I'm gonna use my dice to add a +6 to that and make it a 21 total.
So her total is 22. with her proficiency in athletics.
Fucker. Okay.
You're all flat on your ass, but you were knocked out of the chair now.
Yeah, she knocks you out of your chair and
Do I at least
starts to
fall
drink.
flat? I don't. Do I have to fall out of the chair?
No,
Can
she
I-
kind of pushes you out.
Trying to lose my
shoves you to the
dignity.
next chair over.
He just wanted his dignity. That's all he wanted.
How you
Meanwhile,
doing?
She starts to drink. You drink.
I give the most like fuck off look. How you doing there?
Shriek
Do I know
puts
you?
an arm. Shriek puts an arm on your shoulder, V.
No, you don't know me. Name's
No, I don't
Tony.
care.
I'm good friends with Tommy here. Yeah, and I pat the Goliath on the chest behind me because that's a smart move.
He looks. She looks at Thomas. Do you know this idiot? He goes, passing. What's his story then? Same situation as me? Alright, you're not as bad as I thought you were then. I won't kill you on sight.
Yes.
Listen, I'm not that bad. You must be this a famous captain I've heard so much about.
I mean, depends on who you ask. Some people will tell you I'm a great captain. Some will tell you I'm a great lover. Others will tell you I'm a great asshole. Depends on who you ask.
That's
Sometimes
combinations.
the great lover and great asshole are the same thing.
I was thinking the same thing.
Shut up, motherfucker.
Say. Yeah, no, just we was just in town. We heard you might be in. We're just looking around, catching up with old companions. You know how it is. You guys here for any reason like that?
Just resupplying, getting ready to head back out. Heard that there's going to be a nice supply coming out of Aresta, potentially a couple bodies on there. So I kind of want to get a hold of that ship.
When she meant bodies, did she mean like workers or like slaves?
We'll call them experiments.
Mmm.
Like, you see Thomas, when she says bodies, kind of very much gets uncomfortable.
Little insensitive, to put it.
Why, are you looking for something?
Particularly, just kind of curious what the game's looking like right now. You know?
Can I make an insight check to get like a read on her?
Go ahead.
So I'm running out of things to say. 23.
What you can tell from her is her mention of bodies. It's not that she kind of made it so, like, nonchalant with her comment about the bodies. It's just the fact that this is still a practice that bothered Tommy. More so.
So I can tell she kind of cares about her crew.
Yes.
Okay.
They don't bow to her out of fear from what you saw. Because otherwise, they would have all immediately gotten up as soon as she walked in the door.
Well, from what I'm gathering here, and from what I've known, it sounds like we have a good amount of the same goals a little bit.
Oh, yeah? And what goal is that you assume of me? She kind of leans back against the bar.
Change, well, for us, change, but also get rid of a lot of the misgruntled higher powers in this world.
She kind of gets a smirk on her face. I can't say I disagree with you.
Because a lot of us have been screwed over by most of them. And,
Maybe we do align in some ways. Tell me buy him a drink, I'll be back. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. I know, I'm stressful. I love you all, I promise.
glad you didn't make me roll charisma check for that.
Yeah, I was waiting for something like that.
18! Fucking goddamn it!
So,
A little
so
bit of
as-
misfortune. You're not wrong, Sean.
I want you to know,
Little bit
the person
of
with
misfortune.
two people with no charisma investments are doing
Yeah,
it.
honestly,
Oh,
I was
I
thinking the
know
same thing.
that's
I was
the
like, oh,
best
this is
part,
going
but I'm
so
like,
well.
oh, the two people who should very much not be like the face of the party are here dealing with.
Yep.
Spoiler alert: she has an 18 for charisma.
Probably, yeah, this is fine.
Well, I mean, as long
Oh, at me so hard.
we're at least we're the people who wanted to not kill her first,
Yeah.
so at least we have
We're
that
probably
going.
the best people to see her physically, other than like T.
You're not.
Yeah.
Darius won't kill her.
oh, I'm also
Darius
naming
is
the
the highest-
ship the flustered urchin.
The flustered urchin, I respect it.
Yeah, the FU.
Yes. Yes, I fully accept this. But
I
if
was-
there's no other comments, questions, or concerns, I'm going to be ending stream here. One, because it's just starting to get hot. Two, we're a little bit over time. As always, guys, any issues, comments, questions throughout the week, feel free to DM me. I'm going to try to be better about getting on top of shit. Last weekend was a little rough. I was supposed to get some work done Sunday. Accident happened. Couldn't do it. I had other priorities. But otherwise, tomorrow, Raft with Momo and Sam.
Yes.
Thursday,
shit.
I'm hoping to sneak away my copy of Digimon Survive, and we're going to play that on Thursday. Maybe that'll be Friday, Saturday, too, because I cannot imagine pulling myself away from it. Sunday, no stream. We'll be on Momo's channel for D&D, as long as nothing bad happens again. I know Karina and I plan to go to Harbor Fest for a little while, but we should be back by then, because I want food trucks.
You guys are gonna love going back to D&D with my channel. It's gonna
Oh,
be so
Brian.
amazing.
Spoiler.
Oh, Brian. Oh no, Brian.
I hate like half of them.
Right.
So
Hey.
tomorrow we have Raft over on my channel.
Yep.
Oh god.
Thursday I'm going to try and get to 10-hour reviews eventually at some point, but I think I'm just gonna play Overwatch on Thursday and Warframe on Friday because it'd be like that sometimes.
It do be
And then
like that.
as always, D&D over on my channel on Sunday.
God.
Sam, what are you doing this weekend?
Wait. This could be two different things because I know of one thing. I'm playing D&D most of the weekend, but
Oh, I also wanted to mention, Monday, this upcoming Monday, I'm planning on starting a ultra hard D&D campaign for anybody who's interested. Currently, I only have one player.
are you trying to get me to go to Harbor Fest with you, Brian? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, you're getting dragged to Harbor Fest.
Ah, shit.
Yay!
God damn
Drag Sam to Harborfest.
it, dear.
What day are you guys going down there?
Sunday.
Sunday? I might. No, Brandy can't because she works Sunday night.
Sunday.
Well,
Aw.
we plan to be done by like 5 at the latest.
Are you going to the STG alumni thing?
That's
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's happening Saturday at the event center near Rice Creek. I forget what the fuck it's called.
Oh yeah.
You work on Saturday, and don't we have dinner?
Potentially, my dad hasn't answered me, as per usual.
Good.
I just know the milk cult is going. That's why I thought I'd bring it up.
Yeah, I don't intend to walk there. I'm lazy.
Sure.
But Monday, so obviously I finished the Digilock. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next for Nuzlocke. Otherwise, thank you all for joining me. And I'll see those of you that tune into every stream, I'll see y'all tomorrow. For those of you that only tune in for D&D, I'll see y'all next week. Night, everybody.
Peace and love.